Anthony Show. XM 202.
That sucks.
Lesbian.
I like that in a woman.
And every other kind of thief.
I love paying for sex.
This moral decay weakens our resistance to the onslaught of the communist masters of deceit.
We're a bunch of scumbags.
These abnormalities are corrupting the minds and the hearts of our children.
Jackass.
I can't believe it. It's pedophile humor. It's depressing and horrendous. It's awful.
A bunch of idiots.
Perversion for profit.
Here it comes! Here it comes!
The Opie and Anthony program. El virus de Opie and Anthony.
God, that irritates me.
It's just like somebody took a bat to my brain.
We're the only radio show that makes you want to hate us.
Opie.
I want my coffee.
Anthony.
I want that fact.
Jim Norton.
I want Ozzy.
We are going to dumb this thing down to the point that we're going to be #1 with Down syndrome children.
Hysterical.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
All night party rock. You're a phony. Hey, this guy's a great big phony. Hey, you're a great big phony. You know that? That's right. You're a big fat phony.
That name sounds like royalty. Are you royalty? I'll bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around.
Who's the slimy little communist shit twinkle-toed cocksucker down here who just signed his own death warrant?
I'm scared of you.
Well, no shit.
I'm scared.
You had best unfuck yourself or I will unscrew your head and shit down your neck.
I'm scared of you, sir, and I'm protecting myself.
One of these fucking times, sweetheart.
I am protecting myself. I am scared of you. Please call the police.
What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
I am actually considering the satellite radio option. I'll go to whatever network doesn't have Opie and Anthony.
There you
What
go.
a dick.
Wow. No shit.
That's going to turn out to be a brilliant decision on your part, you ass.
Isn't that great? He based his whole decision in life and career on that. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I've never heard him lay out any other criteria for a satellite radio company for him to go to. I've never heard him lay out anything else but that.
I am actually considering the satellite radio option. I'll go to whatever network doesn't have Opie and Anthony.
Don't pull my fucking hand over there. I said choke yourself.
Beyond AM, Beyond FM, it's XM satellite radio.
Open your mouth. They're paying for it. You eat it.
He said, well, you know, we don't have to freeze his whole body. We can freeze his head.
I know that one didn't make sense, but I just love that clip. Oh, God. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. It's the ONA virus spreading across America. Because we made the right decision when it came to picking a satellite radio company.
That's right.
Sirius is in the toilet. XM is just kicking ass left and right. Left and fucking right.
We said we'd go to any satellite company that doesn't have Ben Sparks working there.
Sorry, Ant.
Oh, well.
Fucked up your line, but...
What'd you do?
Paper cut. Oh, I hate that. You ever get one right across the helmet over the hole?
Stop it! Ow! No! Don't even joke.
I've gotten one of those.
Oh!
You ever have a piece of skin?
Think about it.
You ever have a piece of skin on the side of your nail and you decide to pull it off? And when you're done pulling, you pull it all the way down to your elbow?
You have a little thin red stripe right down to your elbow. After you pull your cuticle.
What were you saying?
Paper cuts.
What were you saying, Ant? I'm sorry.
Oh, nothing. That's ancient history.
It totally took me out of the game. I hate that.
It's a good thing they don't sting for hours.
It's not even that. It doesn't really do much damage, but just the feeling as it's happening just skeeves me out.
Ooh,
It's just
not
such a
bad, Travis.
perfect little opening. Perfect little wound opening.
Yeah.
Paper cut.
So what were you saying about Ben, though?
I said
Now you got a mouthful of food. Jesus, dude,
I had to try it.
You had an hour to eat. You decide the mics.
It just got here and I'm starving.
We sit around for an hour.
Good job, Travis.
We sit around for an hour waiting for the show to start. We finally get in here. We have a ridiculous 15-minute open. And then finally the mics go on, and that's when you decide to take your first bite. My God, man.
Actually, I just had to take one bite to see how it was.
And was it good? He did a good job?
He did a great job.
All right.
As usual.
Can I request that Travis just brings me a fork that he didn't actually hold his thumb over the mouthpiece on?
Did he do that? He was holding it by the tines?
Ooh. Ooh. Wait, what was that, Ant?
He was holding it by the fork's tines.
Forget Aristotle. Fuck Socrates. Here comes Professor Anthony.
You know, I think the professor moniker there, if anybody knows that they're called tines, I don't think you really need the whole professor thing.
I
think a lot of people kind of know that.
I disagree, because this whole thing is about how you know a little bit about everything.
Yeah. Some people have the misconception that I know everything. It's not true.
I said a little bit about everything.
I know. Well, a lot of people ask me stuff on the websites and chat rooms or message boards, assuming I know everything. He just came in with a big box of forks and just opened up the lid and gave it to him like, your fork, sir. I am presenting you a fork, sir. Please pick whichever one pleases you.
No, that's the beauty of you, though. You know just a little bit about everything.
Just a tad.
So you could talk to
get me through.
anyone about anything.
Oh.
Because after a while, it gets boring. Who cares if you know that much about astronomy? You just want to know the basics.
That's it.
Or whatever. Name
Talk to
subject
a porn
here.
star or a physicist.
That's
Have
right.
a little something for everybody.
A little something.
Yeah.
Well, Ben was in the office, and you got to... God, I love when people just step right into shit. Step right into the...
He really is crazy. He really is crazy.
Why? Why do you think Ben's crazy?
Why is he wearing a... He's got a pedometer.
Well, that's what came in a care package today.
Oh, it did?
Well, yeah, he opened it up. He was very excited. I'm like, Ben, what is that? He goes, I'm going to keep track of how many miles I walk during the day.
During the day.
Because I guess he walks home from work.
Yeah.
And it's a long walk, and he wants to kind of time it out.
Is it herky and jerky proof?
I don't know.
Does it have a herky and jerky thing built in so it doesn't count those as steps? Because he could walk to the moon with all the miles that are going to be on that thing.
He's got it on its shoulder. It said it walked 40 miles.
So he's keeping track of how far he walks during the show, I guess. I don't know. And then he's going to figure out how far it is all the way home.
Where does he clip the name drop-ometer? That one?
A pedometer. Just make sure he doesn't walk by schoolyards. It beeps. What's that do, dude? Let me get up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding?
Oh, my God.
No, I'm not kidding.
Eric is sitting in the seat in front
I
of the
want to
mic.
sit down.
He hit his shoulder.
He's got a chair over there.
He goes, get up.
Did you just pull a power move?
Get up. That was a total power move. Get up.
That's right. I was Ben the boss.
Yeah.
I'll work anywhere that Eric does.
That's right. I'll sit anywhere that Eric doesn't. No, I got this so I can, I can see how far I go on my bike and stuff. Why not?
On your bike?
I was joking about it in the
on
office.
A bike?
I would assume so. Doesn't
You're
it?
not joking. You had it on your side.
I was testing to see if it worked. Steve was sitting in my chair. What? It doesn't work?
I don't think it does. I think it works. Here's something I believe.
You might be wrong in this one, by the way.
From what I know, I believe it works from some type of, your steps. It has to actually have some kind of impact, doesn't it?
I don't know.
How else would it work? Is it a pendulum thing?
I don't know.
How does it work?
I don't know.
Maybe the bend, a certain bend.
It can't be the steps, because what if your stride is longer than someone else's? Then it wouldn't be accurate.
Yeah, but I think you have to take that into consideration. I think you program it or something.
Why don't you throw it on and take a few steps?
Let me take a look-see, Ben.
Yeah, did it come with like an instruction manual?
Yeah. Is it on right now?
Yeah.
It's moving when I tap the bottom.
Dude, you are not doing what I think you're doing.
I'm pedaling a bicycle.
No, you're not.
Oh, my God. You're spinning in a circle?
You're spinning it in a circle, and it's actually working.
You're circling
it is.
around.
Where are you supposed to put it, though?
Dude,
you put it at your waist?
It is working.
Yeah, but you're making circular motions. The only way that would work on a bike is if you put that on the actual wheel as it's going around.
Or you put it on your ankle. I guess that's where you'd put it if you were...
No, hold it with your other hand. Now make circles with your other
that
hand.
That ain't going to work. I know that. You would have to put this on your ankle if you were riding a bike with it.
Oh, is that what you're thinking?
I'm thinking. It's got a pendulum in it. You can feel it.
Yeah.
You can feel it.
So what does that mean?
Ooh. It's very sensitive to any kind of movement.
What does the pendulum mean then?
I don't know. It just means that any type of movement whatsoever, and it's chalking up.
All right, hold on. Where was this mailed from?
Where was it mailed from?
Yeah.
What do you mean, where's it mailed from?
Where did it come from?
It came from a store. I don't know. What do you want me to call it?
No, it came in a box, though, right?
Right.
From a store in New York City?
Yeah.
All right, so there should be something on there, then. That thing traveled.
Oh, no, I reset it already.
Oh,
it did, yeah. No, I reset it already.
Was there something on there?
Yeah, there was. There actually was.
I'm not going to chalk up the miles that it spent in the back of the delivery truck.
Why not?
Because it was on a bumpy road. Not accurate.
Someone has to tell us how this fucking thing works.
It's that. Listen.
I hear that.
You hear it?
Let me go to Scott. Hey, Scott.
It's chalking up all kinds of stuff.
Scott?
Hey.
What's up, Scott?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, it works just like a little round T87 thermostat with a mercury bulb.
T87 thermostat. Scott's using language I understand.
Yeah,
little mercury bulb.
You got it. But that's how that works. I've got one. I walk about 12 miles a day on the job.
All right, thank you.
All right, have a good one.
All right, bye.
Pedometer multiplies the number of steps you take by the stride length you enter, and then divide that number by 5,280. the number of feet in a mile.
Oh, my God.
This is fascinating.
There you
This
go,
is the
155
worst radio
steps.
ever. This is how we start the Friday show.
Your pedometer.
There we go.
Well, we had a quick joke about the herky and jerky in motion and how we were wondering if that would affect the pedometer, and then...
And we got a little tied up in the mechanics of the whole thing.
And let me also state that when I opened this up, Opie was like, "Oh, wow, where'd you get that?" You were kind of like, "Oh." Yeah. So let's just get that on the table, too.
I was just
rollerblades.
That's what I was starting to think.
Why not?
Like, if, you know,
I'm actually interested
in inline skating.
I don't think it would.
No?
I don't think it would. I think, like, on little impact, it would put, like, a step in there, but you're rolling, you know?
By the way, the hardcore skaters don't like when you call it rollerblading.
Inline skating?
Yeah, because rollerblades is a brand. It's kind of
like a Xerox.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I found out the hard way because I've been talking about, you know, skating and inline skating for years, and the hardcore, dude, it's not called rollerblading. That's a brand. It's called inline skating.
Correct.
Or you could just say skating now.
Yeah.
Because people know you're, you know,
they don't skate
on the roads.
Big, dopey skates anymore, so it's just skating.
Skates.
All right.
Whatever.
We'll keep that in mind.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a report on Monday. How's that?
Oh, very
I'll
good.
try it out over the weekend.
I saw Super Size Me, and that guy's has one of those in there to test how far New Yorkers walk when he's doing this thing on McDonald's.
Oh, right.
And that's why I thought it made you get it.
That's our old pal, by the way. He used to do our radio show.
He's coming in, too. Yeah. He's coming in a couple weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, he used to do IBetYouWill.com way back when.
Yep. For MTV.
Oh,
and
that's
then
what he
went on
ended up with? IBetYouWill.com?
He was the guy, and then, remember, he came in and did a bunch of stuff for us, and then he got the TV show on MTV, and then he got Super Size Me, which is, if you saw that, did you see that?
It was good, yeah. I didn't love it, but it was good.
It was interesting.
That, to me, was interesting, that thing.
Yeah.
It was, you know, Super Size Me was interesting. That's right. That movie came out while we were on hiatus. But it just wasn't accurate.
No?
People just don't eat like that.
Well, no. I don't think he was saying that people eat like that. It's just
and
kind
I think
of showing an extreme.
Yeah, but the whole concept was that he was just going to eat McDonald's, you know, when he needed to eat.
Right.
Like you're eating that little bagel thing there.
I'm trying.
So instead you would have something from McDonald's.
Yeah.
And that would be it. And then you'd have something from McDonald's for lunch and then for dinner.
Right.
But this guy was just pigging out to make his point, is what I'm saying.
You think?
Oh my God, yeah. Well, we could get into it with him.
Hey, he's coming in
like
a couple
he
weeks.
was eating, you know, enough to satisfy himself each time.
And I want him to be honest. I think he was sneaking a lot more food also when the cameras weren't running, because the movie wouldn't have been as effective if he didn't gain a lot of weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And all of his blood work didn't come back like he was ready to
stop.
Stroke out or something.
No, stop. He was like, I think when the cameras weren't rolling, he was just shoving his face at every possible second. Yes,
he was doing it during the movie. Like if you saw him in the drive-thru when he got his bag, he was ordering more than just the meal. He had tons of stuff in that bag to take around with him the whole day.
He had rules though.
Yeah.
You ordered one thing off the menu, everything at least once.
Yeah.
And if only it was supersized if they asked him to supersize it. I mean, again, what he did off camera, though, you never know, because just to make the point.
Yeah.
On camera, that was.
I mean, it
was effective.
I'm thinking, yeah, of course.
Cool.
Were you surprised, though?
Huh?
Were you surprised?
What do you mean?
I was, like, pretty shocked, like, cause I'm this big expose, and the fact that, like, McDonald's is unhealthy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You're really going out on a limb there.
Yeah, man. I mean, some guys just get in there and really dig out the dirt.
I'm just thinking if you're going to film a documentary like that, you're going to want to make it to look good, obviously. So you're not going to stick to the rules when the camera's not rolling. You're going to be trying to shove more food in you to make your point, you know?
Unless you're doing an accurate documentary.
No, I don't think he was. We'll get into it. We'll see what he is willing to admit now that he's made his money and it's out on DVD.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was some stuff going on there.
When is he coming in?
In a week or two, I guess.
I saw that. I swear to God, as bad as it is, it made me want to get McDonald's, because I do love the occasional McDonald's. What's better
You
than
do, really?
2 cheeseburgers and a large fry? What is better than that in your fat face? Nothing. Nothing better. Once a month you can get away with it. It's fine.
Once a month, you can get away with it once a week,
Oh,
easily.
You exercise, dude. You're in great shape, actually.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy.
That little V.
All right, calm down. Kip, what's up?
Hey, boys. How are you?
Pretty good, man.
Yesterday you were talking about new talent coming to the channel.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering, are you going to go visit them and make a dominatrix cry? Punching out.
Punching out.
Let's go to Tony in Vermont. I don't know what that was about, Anthony.
I don't know.
Opie.
Yeah, Tony.
Hey, you know what the worst thing about rollerblading is?
What?
Telling your dad you're gay. I'm punching out.
Why?
Can't punch out. You crashed.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Give me the car. I love the car.
No.
No car for you, mister.
So
you'll get nothing and like it.
Huh? That is so stupid.
Yeah, rollerblading, you can't call that gay. Unless you're rollerblading with behind certain areas of Central Park, then maybe because you're rollerblading for the wrong reason.
You know, if you're going to go on the air and admit that you like ballet, then there's the joke or something. My God.
Pat from Unaki checking in about the movie Super Size Me. He goes, that movie was like porno for me.
That's pretty funny.
That isn't bad.
I don't like when Pat is funny.
I know. I hate that. Like porno.
You should have blown it on the read-through.
Yeah. It should have made it really bad, yeah.
Oh, my God.
You see him sitting there jerking off. Oh, yeah, eat another. Get the quarter pounder.
I almost said get the double whopper, and then I realized wrong franchise, fat tits. So
Well, we got some good stuff for the show today, right off the bat.
Ooh.
Well, we ended the show yesterday.
Yeah.
With, kind of boring interview, yeah.
I was mulling that over in my head all night and trying to figure out where it kind of went awry, that whole interview.
I obsessed about it, out of the building.
Yeah, you obsess.
Well, not as bad as I used to. I mean, obviously, I had your ear all the way back to the garage, and then I took off from my abode. And by the time I got home, I forgot about it because I had to go to Long Island for the day and hand out the Hustler magazines to my entire family. Just a little quick side thing.
Yeah.
Had to hand them to them in like brown paper bags and stuff because my brother has kids, my sister has kids.
Handing the smut out to your family.
My mom's there, so I got scissors. I'm cutting out the article and cutting out some of the pictures that are part of our article.
Is there a big cock on the back of it, though? Like you cut it out and turn it over and a big cock?
Nah, just a naked cartoon on the back.
Oh, is it? Okay, that's
just a naked cartoon. And my mom could handle it. She just didn't want to go into the store and buy the article. So talking about the July 2005 issue, it's finally hitting newsstands. We're in it.
Yep.
But anyway. So by the time I, jumped in my car and headed toward Long Island, I was fine with it, but I was bummed.
I was just trying to figure it out. Like,
it didn't suck, but I was just hoping it was going to be a lot more than it was.
I was thinking we had Travis Tritt come in. Knew nothing about Travis Tritt. He came in, sat down, and it was a very easy, natural conversation for him to just fit in.
A lot of people loved that interview, by the way.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
Guy was great to sit down and talk to. And then yesterday, Alex came in. What's her last name?
Borstein.
Alex.
And
Borstein.
she was cool. I don't want to trash her.
No, totally cool.
Totally cool. There was nothing going on there.
I blame us. We have a problem with women. We are so bad with women.
I kind of told you that on the sidewalk too.
Yeah.
I said when intelligent women come in here that actually have a brain, we're like almost dumbfounded, like
like they sit there and then we try to talk. There's no way to get the conversation going. Like we didn't know much about her except for her involvement with the Family Guy and Mad TV. No real specifics or anything. We didn't know really any more about her than we did about Travis Tritt. But for some reason, when a woman sits down to have an interview, to do anything but shove a wiffle ball bat in her, or we just have this problem. We can't really carry on a conversation with her.
Are you trying to say we can't carry on a conversation with an intelligent woman?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
That is just awful to say.
If it's anything but smut coming in here with tits, we have a problem.
Man.
And I don't get it. That's all I could, after assessing it in my head last night, that's all I could really come up with. I don't know why. If we're out in a personal, just out to dinner or something, and there's women around, I'll carry on a conversation.
Yeah.
It'd be great. Fine. But for some reason, in the context of this program, it is impossible for us to have an exchange with a woman. Why is that?
I don't know. It was a herky-jerky interview.
It was. It was like pulling teeth, as they say, like pulling teeth. Like we would ask her something about the show, we'd get an answer, and there was no way to elaborate. I'm sitting here going, I want to add something to this, but I got nothing.
Like,
yeah.
She's going to find out that we're stupid if we talk too long.
It's just I don't know what it is. I'm not intimidated or anything. It had nothing to do with that. It's just carrying on a conversation with a woman on this program.
There's just no reason for it.
You're right.
Very rarely is there a reason for it.
That's it.
So you've never developed that skill because when are you going to need that on this show? Once in a while.
Are you going to need that?
There's no reason for it.
Let's go to Greg on Long Island. Greg?
I'm one of those listeners who listen to replays over and over and over again. It wasn't her that was boring. I mean, yeah, it wasn't a great interview, but the guy that called at the end there, he even didn't know what to say. He was
Well, he's like the creator of the show and does a lot of the voices on the show. It's Seth.
Yeah.
Seth
but
MacFarlane.
he had nothing
He's a
to
nerdy
say.
guy.
Yeah.
And it was only like 10 minutes or 5 minutes he was on the phone, and he was completely spent.
I was kind of bummed because I'm a huge Family Guy fan, and I just was hoping for so much more out of that last half hour of the show yesterday.
That's a tough interview, though. Phoners are tough, man. I've done phoners. They're really... he might be great in studio, but they're very hard to do sometimes. You don't know what's going on in the studio, and you just...
Yeah.
Doing cartoon voices has got to be a rough way to make a living anyway.
All
I'm so
right.
used to being behind the camera, not dealing with people.
Yeah, and then you come out, you're on mic, and you got to be entertaining.
All right, thanks, Greg.
Well, it wasn't your fault.
No, it's okay.
I think it was a little bit.
Yeah, in the end, it's got to be our fault. We got to, if it wasn't going well, we could have cut it short or something. We got to entertain the masses out there.
We just have this issue where we can't talk to women.
We call it shame.
We kind of acknowledged that on the way home yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony and I. Where did you?
I was there. I definitely heard it.
You weren't really talking about it with us, I guess. You were just kind of
shy.
You were just shy.
A little shy.
Oh, there you go. For the faithful listeners, something to look forward to now. The next time an intelligent woman comes in here, see how we handle it. It's just really bad for some reason. I don't know.
Look forward to that next time we have one.
All right, why don't we take a really quick break? When we get back, we got the Tony Danza clips from yesterday.
Okay.
We ended the show listening in on Tony Danza and Rosie talking.
Oh.
And we got just a great clip from her new Hallmark movie.
Ooh. Coming up this Sunday. Ooh, your homework assignment for this show is to watch it so you can have fun with us on the phones, because we are going to rip it apart. I can't imagine what clips we're going to have to choose from where we go, well, pick this one but not this one. It's going to be every second of dialogue that she does as a retard that we are going to want to listen to.
Well, we could do just a 4-hour show on the movie.
That's it. Just play the movie, and it's going to be Mystery Science Theater.
Oh, that's what we should do.
We're just going to comment on the movie.
That's what we should do. All right, when we get back, we got the clips from Rosie's new movie where she plays a retard.
Let's be open-minded, guys.
Talking about it.
Yeah.
Let's. You're right, Jimmy.
Like sand through the hourglass, so is the Old
And first, we should just reintroduce ourselves with Twato.
All right.
I think that's...
Twato, man.
Yeah, let's
See, that's the negative. If I would have taken that off, it wouldn't have been a good radio show.
See? You're right.
See, I didn't have it taken off.
Very smart.
And you're still convinced it's what? A shaving accident that went wrong?
No, it's just something that I was meant to have you guys exploit.
Right.
Tetherball.
Yeah, but what is it?
No, I'm just saying.
What do you think it is? I forget what you used to tell us.
I remember shaving once. You know, I was like a bottomless dancer.
Yeah.
And on 42nd Street and 8th Avenue at this place called Las Vegas Bar. And I said, you know, my pussy is too hairy. I said, yeah. And everyone's shaving their pussy those days. You know, they had that, the little girl type of pussy. So I said, let me shave. So I did, and I think that's what would happen, and I never shaved again. Because I can swear that happened from shaving, but
yeah, she
I don't
hasn't
remember.
shaved down there in
I don't
a
think
long
it was
time.
So you have a big bush. It looks like someone's hiding in there. Little Vietnamese guys in your fucking snapper hiding there.
Right, like your beard if you let it grow.
Oh,
no,
it's a genital wart.
It's a genital wart, but she will not admit it.
Never.
All right,
It is a genital wart?
Yeah, let's take the pants off.
Yeah, let's take a look at Twato.
Hey, I don't know. My pussy's like up for it, But anyway,
show it. Don't be shy.
Yeah, don't be shy.
Have you seen? You've seen?
Yeah, I don't care.
Pull your pants down. We've all seen you naked.
Pull
your hand.
Yeah, we got to see that. Rich is throwing up.
Wow.
Rich is throwing up.
It's gotten bigger. It's gotten bigger.
Oh, you can see like Gene Wilder. It looks like a brain in a jar in a lab. Oh,
Rich threw up.
Show me again.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Rich, look.
Boss, come on, look.
Rich,
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it, Rich.
Have it tattooed.
He's gagging and...
No, it's really a heart shape. Remember Valentine's Day? I didn't know heart.
Oh my God!
What the fuck?
What is that?
Jesus, put an APB on that fucking.
Rich can't take
Rich, would you suck that into your mouth really slow?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Somebody actually sucked on that.
Somebody's fucking that? It's like a speed
Nobody,
bump by the
I
pussy.
haven't had sex in a long time.
I can't imagine why.
No,
Look at that thing.
Really?
Mr. Paulo sucked on that.
Who?
Paulo, remember Paulo from Ron and Fez?
Yeah. That fat guy?
Yeah.
With the fat stomach?
He got on his knees and he sucked on...
He did not.
He sucked on Twatto.
I sucked his dick, but he didn't suck Twatto.
Isn't there one in the back door, too?
Yeah. Yeah, you have a hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
She's happy about this. Her pussy looks like a rubber glove hanging, and she's happy.
What can I do, Rich? What am I going to
Get
kill
it cut
myself?
off.
No,
That's what everybody does
yeah,
with
but
those.
then I couldn't be on here and expose it.
You could take it around in a jar with you.
Yeah. No. I mean, I like it. I like my Twatto.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony program, the Friday edition. Had another great week of radio, a lot of fun. Jim Norton's going to Boston after the show, right after the show, right?
By noon I'll be on the road, and me and Kenny go out together.
Oh, playing the Comedy Connection up there in Boston all weekend long. Pretty much sold out, I think.
Someone told me that the Saturday shows were sold, and there's a little bit left tonight. So if you want tickets,
Very nice. And then Anthony and I think we have to walk a couple blocks and do a quick appearance at the Hilton Hotel or something.
Yeah, they're doing some kind of a home entertainment show over there. You know, one of those trade show kind of things.
Yeah.
And we'll be there because XM Satellite Radio is home entertainment. There you go.
That's the reason we're there.
That's why we're there.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna stand around, and then we're gonna have these geeky sales guys come up to us, talk about their products.
Oh God, not more of
how
that.
they love the show. And they want to, could you come over here? Because I want to show you what we're working on.
Right.
And then we got to look and go, ooh, that's nice. I go home now.
I was going to make the trip to Boston, but I don't know. I think I just need a weekend to mellow out.
Just want to do nothing, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that, just relaxing. I'm tired, man. Like, I want to do the gigs and relax, take some time in New York and just hang out.
That's it. Hang out, do nothing.
Finally not do that stupid Iraq joke. I'm so sick of my dumb voice and this material.
It's hysterical. Shut up.
If you want to move on, though, just get on with this stuff.
Is that how it works?
Sure,
you kind of
man.
go like, I'm sick of hearing my own voice.
Jokes become like fat chicks really quick. You're like, I'm right already with you. I know you're there when I need you, but...
Oh, God.
And it feels really good when you come up with a brand new one, right?
Yeah, nothing better.
Rich in Boston, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, I'm a union bridge painter up here, and I listened to you guys since AAF, and then when you were syndicated out of New York, and then, of course, XM, even got my friends to get the show.
Oh, cool.
So, lo and behold, I listened to you this morning. I get out of my truck, I jump in a work truck, start it up, and I hear little Jimmy Norton's voice on the radio. I'm going, what the hell, they get XM? Boston Comedy Club advertising on BCN on the Stern Show. He's getting fucked all around.
Oh, that's very, very funny.
Little Jimmy Norton advertised.
We love
Great.
the gang at WBCN, by the way.
Oh, yeah, they're good guys, but he's going to get killed when he goes to satellite radio.
Well, I think that's a very obvious thing now. I think people are starting to figure that out.
When Logan showed us those... So I'm sorry to interrupt you. Eric Logan one time took us into his awful office and showed us these pie charts, and that's one thing he's good at is pie charts.
Pie charts.
Of what XM has as far as factory installs, and it's embarrassing, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's what this whole thing is. It's factory installs, and it's just they're murdering.
Yep.
Serious.
Yes.
Oh, it's John Clayton. I thought it was Joe Clayton.
Rich?
Yeah, hey, one other quick thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because of you guys, I'm flipping through Maxim magazine, a new issue.
Okay.
I see Rich Voss has a little interview there. I swear to God, I caught myself talking out loud in his big, stupid, slurring voice and mispronouncing words.
While you read the interview, right? You
Yeah.
play along.
It's goddamn horrible. Hey, I got to punch out of here. I'm at work.
All right, buddy. Thanks for listening.
Have a good one.
There he goes, Rich from Boston.
You know how immature I think I am? Because there's a story here, and there's a crotchety person that doesn't find something funny, and I find it very funny. There seems in Mishawaka, Indiana, a situation that looked like someone trying to kidnap children actually turned out to be a very poorly timed prank. A pickup truck playing ice cream truck music in a neighborhood caused parents to call police. It turns out it was two high school boys who thought it would be funny to play the music through a loudspeaker and watch the kids come running out to the street. So Barry Dickerson of Rose Park blew the whistle on the pickup truck and called the cops. They thought someone was trying to lure children with the music to maybe do bad things. So Dickerson says, attracting little kids to a strange vehicle, I don't see how that's funny. I see that as something I want to do right now. Like, the second I read it, I'm like, I want to do that.
Yeah, how do we...
Ding, 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 ding. You play the music and just watch them come out with the disappointment on their little stupid faces.
Clutching their little dollar bills.
Their little dollars running out the door. That's hysterical.
That's really funny.
That is really funny.
That's a good prank. We're all losing our senses of humor, I gotta tell you.
Barry Dickerson, another quote, it was not a very funny prank.
What kind of pedophile hooks up a loudspeaker system to his car?
No one does that. You just snatch the kid.
Yeah, they're on the DL. Psst, come here, you need a ride? They don't
music
it's not
blaring.
Like paper. And 40 kids this time. I can't believe it.
In the trunk, kids. You get in the back seats.
You'll meet us down there.
But the second I read it, I'm like, I want to do that. I just want to see their dopey little wanting faces. Yeah. Stop! Stop! Shut up.
That is really, really funny. All right, very good.
Immature.
Why don't we? You want to do the Rosie O'Donnell clips?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
From Tony Danza yesterday?
Of course.
There's an ad right here with her picture riding the bus with my sister, and that it's just it makes me angry how awful it is.
The ad itself is a Forrest Gump-looking rip-off thing. Yeah. They have her sitting on a park bench, a bus bench, whatever it is, with the clouds in the background, the same type of Forrest Gump look. I guess she's going for her Emmy. Is that what this is? She's hoping for an Emmy. Anybody that plays a retard on a TV movie is really gunning for that Emmy.
Yep.
Had her on Tony Danza yesterday. Somebody on one of the message boards popped up a website also. She has a photo website. You know how people have photo websites? You can post your pictures of your vacations or family get-togethers or whatever it is. She has one of those. And I went to it, and it's just her, they have one of her... girlfriend there and her laying in bed together. A picture of her girlfriend's face looking all like they just woke up in the morning. Picture of Rosie's face on the pillow.
Rosie's a big fat mess, but she did well for herself.
Yeah, she didn't look that bad at all.
I mean, her chick. I mean, if you're going to be a lesbian, I mean, she did all right, man.
She did all right. And then she's got her pictures of her kids on vacation. It's like this. She's just got this need, I guess, to open her life up to the public like that. Like out of nowhere, all of a sudden she came out of the closet. Now everything. Look at these pictures. They're just like anyone's pictures that would be online.
What kind of an idiot would put their pictures all over the...
And she writes all personal stuff in her blog. Yeah, right? Yeah, whoa, what kind of idiot would do that?
Yeah, man. Her...
See, look at the picture. There's the two of them in bed.
Where's the bed picture?
That was it.
That's the one?
That's not back up. Back up, Eric.
Walk back.
Down. Yeah, right there. The two next to each other. You see Rosie's on the pillow or something.
Creepy, yeah.
She's kind of a porker.
Oh, yeah.
Her girlfriend's a porker.
Wasn't she?
No, that's not her. That's her other friend. That's
her
not the one.
friend?
That's not the one she's sleeping with. That's the chick. I hate to admit this, but
you know who that is?
Yeah, she used to work on the Rosie O'Donnell show.
What faggot?
I know. That's really bad.
Which is the one that she's off?
Which one is she?
That one right there.
Yeah,
the much thinner one. Yeah, it says us in L.A. That's her.
Us.
She's a hot little
blonde. If you keep going,
blonde.
I think there's better pictures of her. Yeah. But she was on Tony Danza yesterday, plugging her show, her movie. And I have been a fan over the years of made-for-TV retard movies. I love them. Can't get enough watching people try to act retarded. And like Jimmy has said in the past, for some reason that's totally acceptable. It's fine. People watch. They do little goofy things. There's always these comic moments where they're screwing something up in a retarded way, and the audience laughs along, and that's fine.
Right.
But Jimmy gets on stage and does a retard joke, and, you know, you're the Antichrist, you suck, you stink, you should burn in hell.
Do a cute little reference about, like, yeah, hey, there's a retarded person. Let's pick up a stick and molest it.
Molest it.
So what? The lacrosse team wants to do a little, have a little fun with her.
Yeah, so what? They throw milk money on her chest when they're finished.
There's no skill in acting retarded, too. None whatsoever.
None.
We've all done it our whole lives.
Why
Our whole lives,
is it looked at like this big acting challenge that is so amazing when they do? It's the easiest thing to do. They all put on the stupid retard voice and walk around stupid.
Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump, he did a good job.
Ben's been doing it for years.
You got to give him credit, but a lot of these other movies that come out, I'm just reminded of being in high school with my friends, and we all did the retard voice and stuff, right?
I want to be like a normal person. There, give me a fucking Emmy.
If Rosie wants to win an Emmy, she should act thin. That would be impressive. Act thin and act like you love dick. Who's the thin chick with the cock in her hand? That's Rosie. Give her an award.
It's amazing. So she's got this movie. It's coming out Sunday.
Do we have the
Please tune
Corky
in and
CD?
watch it.
We got to get the Corky CD.
Corky. Oh, Corky. But
singing Poison Ivy.
Now that guy should win an award. Because that's a real retard acting in a TV series. How they got him to do anything is amazing. You see some of these guys, they're just banging their heads, going crazy. And they actually, he followed direction.
Well, I bet you if you like look behind the scenes, right off camera, there's the director and his parents holding cow prods. So, like, if he didn't say his lines right, he got a good jolt right in the fat thigh.
Gave him a teaching.
We've interviewed Corky over the years.
Oh, yeah. You, I remember I was at the studio with BAB once, and it had a door with a little glass window in it. Little glass window.
I'm so proud of you that you remember this.
This one was
fine Opie moment,
shining moment. And this guy is peeking in the window. He looks in the window, and obviously,
and he's just like,
he has Down syndrome. And Opie points at the window. He goes, "Hey, look, Corky's at the window."
Joking,
because we start laughing.
Yeah, because that's what every time you see a retard, you go, "Hey, Corky."
It's Corky. And lo and behold, it was Corky. He was there to do an interview.
I didn't know it at the time, though. I really didn't.
But what are you supposed to do?
So we invited him in, and it was just awful radio.
They do
for
have
5
a
or 10
similar
minutes.
look,
Was he nice?
Actually, he was really cool. I gotta admit.
You didn't ask him about the script or the plot lines. Do you like cookies?
That's pretty much it. Blow a pinwheel in front of his face for 15 minutes and then send him on his way.
Ooh. He was doing a children's CD at the time.
Yeah.
Remember the creepy guys that were, his handlers or whatever you want to call them?
Weren't there a couple
following him around?
A couple of musicians that took him under their wing and had him singing songs? Oof. That was another thing. 2 guys decided they were going to hook up with Corky and have him sing on their CD. It was just awful. What were they doing? Songs like Poison Ivy?
Yeah, we used to have the CD, but
it's like Poison Ivy comes a creeping when you're bad at sleeping. They could just throw in this bad line every so often. Oh,
then they took him to Romania and put a little hat on him and made him dance to make tourists happy.
With a muzzle on so it doesn't bite anybody.
Or talk and ruin your day. What? What is he talking about?
What the hell is he talking about?
That's funny.
He's a blithering idiot.
All right, so we got some clips. Tony Danza and Rosie O'Donnell talking here.
Retard. Yeah.
Here's like an intro clip.
They gave me a copy of this movie. It's called Riding the Bus with My Sister, and it's directed by one of our dear friends, Angelica Houston, who we love.
Yeah.
And Andy McDowell's in the picture, and it's Rosie playing a special person.
Yeah.
And
playing a retard! Playing a special person. Ugh.
Tony Danza's like, hey, you're just playing a fucking retard, a special person.
I can't wait till she thanks him for being the inspiration in the film.
Hey, you're welcome, all right? Jackass.
Tony's hungry today.
People just sound stupid and uncomfortable when they're trying to be politically correct. A special person.
He sounded completely uncomfortable. Playing a special person. Special person. What does that mean?
Exactly.
It's not special. I understand you want to say they're special. If you're the parent of a mentally disabled child, I'm sure you want to say they're special. They're not special. They got a problem. Something happened.
Why is it only in that case where something that's not good is special?
Right.
Special is always good. Oh, look, my special girl.
Right.
Oh, look at that special gift I got.
Yeah, it's very special.
Look at my special child. Oh, the boy's in honor roll.
You're doing an HBO special.
That's right.
It's special.
Well, and there it kind of fits in.
Yeah, but when it's bad, because your kid came out with a couple of chromosomes.
There's a lot of people out there that would say that's not a bad thing that they had a special kid.
Really?
Yes. Ooh. That it has enriched their lives.
Oh, I know what they got. Whatever gets you through the day, I understand. Whatever you got to pump through your mind to make it so you don't jump out the window. I understand. I understand why you say special.
We all like lemonade, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Because if you don't say special, you'll lose your mind looking at the kid next door that came out perfect and plays baseball.
Yeah.
Doesn't try to eat it. I understand. Believe me. But it's not special. And hearing Tony Danza say special, you could just hear it in his voice. It's uncomfortable and not natural.
And you don't have to say, hey, look, I hear you playing a dummy. But he could have said it like, hey, Rosie is playing a retarded person. There's nothing degrading about saying retarded person. Your growth mentally has been retarded.
Retarded.
That's what it is. Your growth has been,
right.
Well, in that case, it should be a stopped person. Because retarded implies that there's still some growth there.
So you're reversed. Yeah, but they don't like retarded because it implies that there's no room for growth there. Right. That they don't have the potential. And, of course, they're special and do have the potential. They're not retarded. They are advancing on it. Retarded. Say retarded. Everybody knows.
Can I just play the Stephen Lynch song?
Oh, which one?
And then we'll go back to this thing.
All right.
What does it mean, Spirited?
Yeah, it is.
Then
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Watch them run. Pretty. Watch them fall. Watch pretty. Them try to catch a ball. Olympics. Special Olympics.
Oh, boy!
Watch them laugh. Watch them drool. Watch them fall into the pool. That's diving. At the Special Olympics.
You're shouting pity!
And I know full well that I will burn in hell. But those guys playing wheelchair basketball gotta be about the funniest freaking thing I've ever seen in my life. At the Special Olympics.
Special Olympics!
Take it, Corky!
And the Special Olympics! Oh, you're shouting pity. You can sing at my wedding when I get married.
Still one of my favorites from Stephen Lynch. God,
That's an awful song.
Oh, brother. All right, so getting back to the clip, Tony Danza starting to talk about the movie with Rosie O'Donnell.
They gave me a copy of this movie. It's called Riding the Bus with My Sister, and it's directed by one of our dear friends, Angelica Houston, who we love.
Yes.
And Andy McDowell's in the picture, and you know, it's Rosie playing a special person. And here, I have a picture. First of all, here's the character. Look at this. Here she is as...
All right, who heard that? I heard it.
You guys heard it, right? Okay.
Fat housewife.
Oh, look how dear she looks. Oh.
She's sitting there and she's wearing light blue shorts, and one blue sneaker and one pink sneaker and socks.
She's her own girl.
She sure is.
Yeah, she dresses herself.
And she has fat legs with no bend marks on them, and it bothers me. Old clay legs.
So they show the pictures to the audience, and you hear one lady. We backed up, go, oh. Know what the reaction should have been from the crowd?
Ugh. Oof. or ha ha ha.
Yeah, hysterical laughter. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, it just shows me there's a whole section of society I just don't get.
Oof.
I just don't get it.
Yeah. If you're awing this picture, just shoot yourself, please.
And here, I have a picture. First of all, here's the character. Look at this. Here she is as Beth. And I was knocked out, Rhodes. I really, I was, first of all, this is a risky job. You take this job, you go, this is either they're going to tell me what am I thinking, or the other way. I think you've done the other thing. It's an incredible love story about siblings, first of all, which I love. And let me show you a clip of this. Let me show you a clip of this so I can be
Is a fucking dummy.
It's an incredible love story between siblings, which I love. I love to sibble. I do that a lot. I enjoy it, the art of sibbling.
What a retard. He's a retard. Ugh. Trying to sell this like it's a big challenge, taking a chance to... No, it isn't. What else is Rosie doing? And her dopey audience will eat this up. Just lap this crap up. She's wearing a hat that she stole from the set of Blossom. Wearing like a My Little Pony t-shirt. She got Harpo Marx hair.
Yes.
What a wreck. Stereotyping. This is, I swear to you, it is so stereotyping retards. It is. It's a stereotype of a retard. The voice she does, her mannerisms. It's not like she's a great actress and studied retards and, got every detail down. This is her back in Cojack in high school goofing on a retard. It's pretty much what she's doing, and they're filming it.
She probably had the same character during Powder Puff.
Yeah.
Ugh. Did you guys have Powder Puff at your high school? Where you do goofy skits for the rest of the school?
It was called the Talent Show.
No, for some reason they called it Powder Puff.
Ooh, at Harborfield?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Awful. I know.
Powder Puff?
Powder Puff.
Why would they call it Powder Puff?
I have no idea, man.
How gay is it? Well, but who put it on the drama
skits
department?
The skits were pretty gay.
Powder Puff.
It was pretty gay. It was pretty awful. It was pretty stupid.
There is not one drama department in one school anywhere in the world that is not run by gay people. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
That's right. Yes.
Powder Puff. Oof.
When I was a little boy, I was in the school play, and I only had a couple lines. I don't remember them, but it was about a boy who was dirty, and I said, maybe we should have him dry cleaned. That was my acting line.
Did people laugh?
I don't remember. I was so scared. I stunk.
What play was it?
I don't know, dude.
Did you have poopy in your pants?
I'm sure I did afterwards. little rusty drawers, flattened shite, flattened from nervous boys sitting in it.
Maybe we should have him dry clean. Maybe you should be dry cleaned. You stink. I crap myself.
All right, back to the clip here, guys.
About siblings, first of all, which I love. And let me show you a clip of this. Let me show you a clip of this so I can before we
And what is this, Britney Spears?
No, not Britney.
No!
And you're a
I'm a retard. I'm on the bus. La 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 la. I'm on the bus.
She's doing fucking Pee Wee Herman. What is that?
Oh. Good morning, Mr. Breakfast.
What was that? Oh, God damn it.
And Tony Danza is giving her props.
Yeah. This is amazing.
Oh. Let's hear a little more.
Let me show you a clip of this. Let me show you a clip of this so I can before we
And what is this, Britney Spears?
No, not Britney. I'm Cole Beth, and you're Adolfo, and you're new.
How'd you know my name?
You're new, because I know everything. Listen, you had to stop on Carlton Street.
Carlton's not a bus stop.
Oh, listen, Henry. You have to stop there because Miss Pack has a swollen up leg and she has to go to the doctor at 11. So stop on Calder Street, Rudolfo, and listen to me because I only tell you 2 times. That's it. Then you're on your own. Morning, Mr. Breakfast. Can I have some, Mr.
Cheese cereal? Okay. Pity the poor fool. Don't eat my cereal.
God damn it, that's funny. Wait, I gotta compare
We
it
have
to...
to stop.
What a mess. It's the same. She's doing Pee-wee. I would love to talk to the crew of this movie.
By the way, that scene was hysterical in the movie.
Wait.
Doing the Mr. T cereal.
I pity the fool.
Play that clip again, and then we'll play the first part of the Rosie clip.
Morning, Mr. Breakfast. Can I have some Mr. Cheese cereal? Okay. Pity the poor fool. Don't eat my cereal.
What is this, Britney Spears?
No, not Britney. And you're adultful and you're new.
How'd you know my name?
You're new, because I know everything. Listen, you have to stop on Carlton Street.
Carlton's not a bus stop.
And listen, Henry, you have to stop there because Miss Pack has a swollen up leg and she has to go to the doctor at 11. So stop on Carlton Street, Rudolfo, and listen to me because I only tell you 2 times. That's it. Then you're on your own.
Morning, Mr. Breakfast. Can I have some Mr. Cheese cereal? Okay. Pity the poor fool. Don't eat my cereal.
Great. Her great acting job as a retard is Pee-wee Herman.
She's ripping off Pee-wee.
Okay.
Where's the bus gonna stop?
Oh, my God.
Look who's on the bus. Cowboy Curtis. Hi, Cowboy Curtis. Captain Carl. Captain Carl.
Here comes Miss Yvonne, Captain Carl.
Unbelievable. It's Pee-wee. It's Pee-wee Herman.
I bet you, too. I haven't seen the clip that she's not getting on a short bus.
No.
It's regular.
No, it's a regular bus, yeah.
It's a regular, like, city bus.
Oh, city bus. Okay. I wasn't sure if she was getting picked up for school or something.
Oh, my God.
I do like the fact that the driver scolds her.
Yeah.
It's not a stop.
Not a bus stop, you tard.
That would be worth it if everyone in the movie talked to her like that, no matter what she said.
Just
No,
all
it's
nasty.
not.
No, it's not, dummy.
Good try.
I'm sure you'd have that little chit-chat if that happened in New York City with one of these New York City bus drivers.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would be just as polite.
You know what you'd hear? Shut up.
Shut up and sit down. I'm
We
late.
have to stop. We have to stop at the other stop. Is it?
No, we did. Shut up.
Shut up.
Sit in your seat or I'll throw your dumb ass off.
Right. There's no chit-chatting going on.
Shitting and chatting. Shut up.
You and your fat Stretch Armstrong legs.
No bend marks.
No bend marks at all. Not even a dimple.
So what do you think's going to happen to Rosie in this movie? We should take bets.
Oh, how does it go?
You know there's going to be that dramatic moment where maybe she gets lost or something, and now she's all confused looking at the big buildings.
That's definitely going to be a scene where she gets lost.
Gets lost, starts looking at the big buildings, and eventually I bet you they find her at the end, and everything's going to be okay.
Yeah. I think that's just a sub thing.
And then,
I think the whole thing is going to be the fact that somebody will think that she's not capable of doing something. Maybe even her sister will think that there's some kind of shortcomings because of her being a retard. But then she will show everybody that she is indeed capable and inspire people.
I think what's going to happen is that Rosie doesn't know how to express herself. And they're going to wonder through the whole movie, why does she buy tacos and then just rub her face in them and go,
It's going to be a story of
maybe the other sister, Annie McDowell, has some kind of illness.
Maybe.
Oh, they don't work.
No, you're on.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I'm trying to use the phone.
That's when she's at a payphone, I think.
Oh, these are more clips of Rosie. Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are more clips.
I thought we only had the one.
And then I guess she gets into an exchange about who the bus driver is, and the bus driver doesn't know who she is.
I know you are, but what am I?
Well, that didn't make sense.
I meant to do that.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay.
And she has some fun in the movie, too. Then she can't really hear the bus driver, I guess, at one point.
Well,
Yeah.
All right, now.
I cannot wait to see this movie, by the way.
I can't wait for this show.
For how I'm bashing this, cannot wait to see it.
I just want to know what the conflict's going to be. There's going to be some stupid conflict.
Yeah.
Dumb conflict.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't just be her riding the bus the whole movie, can it?
No. That'll be perfect.
I hope there's the little problem. I hope there's something. Does she do a crying scene, you think? You think there's a retarded crying scene in it?
No, but I'm sure Bob Kelly will be crying when he watches the movie.
Him and his bum leg.
Jesus.
That's right.
You know, it's so sweet, the siblings, and I love that.
You blubbering gimp.
He'll be on the couch eating ho-hos, just going through tissues.
We're halfway through this Dennis Hopper's going to call. There's a retard on the bus. If you don't hand over the money, I'll have her talk until everybody kills himself.
Okay. Did they chat a little after the clip?
We got that. Here it is. The fake laugh.
And then he laughs like a retard.
Yeah, this is where it picks up right after the clip plays, obviously. They're going back to Tony live.
Sweet. Very sweet woman.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to watch it, truthfully.
I haven't watched it.
No, I watched some of the early cuts when Angelica was putting it together, and honestly, all credit of this movie belongs to her. That woman is not only the best actor we have in America, but she's an amazing director, and I had to cry a lot in this. I was very scared of playing a role that's so challenging, and she made it easy. And
Let me just give you, this is a kid who, her life becomes whole when she starts riding the bus.
Yes.
All the buses. She knows all the bus drivers, all the passengers. She knows everybody and everything about them.
Right, and that's sort of all she does. She has a form of mental retardation. She falls somewhere in the autism spectrum, and she will only do the bus. So when the buses are off on Sunday, she just waits at home until the bus is. She's the first one at the stop. Every time she tells people who's been on, who's been off, and she knows everything there is to know about the buses. And
did you meet the real Beth, or?
You know, I didn't.
But she's a real person.
She sure is, and her sister Rachel takes care of her, and Rachel sort of felt it would be very disruptive for Beth to meet new people, and so I didn't meet her. But I have a friend who has a sister named Cynthia, who is very much like Beth, only instead of the buses, she loves Broadway.
Oh, no kidding.
So she knows everything about Broadway, what show was on where, and what theater, and what day. And so I went to see a few shows with Cynthia, and a lot of my character is based on Cynthia, as well as a tape that I saw of Beth. But I never did get to meet her, although her whole dream of her life is to go to Disney World. So when the movie wrapped, I got her 4 tickets on the sleeper bus, the Greyhound bus, to go to Disney World.
There you go. You'll meet new people.
Right, she'll meet people on the bus is what I thought. So
I hope it ends up on the side of a ditch on 95.
You know, they have to wait until she's in a place where she understands that she's going to go, and her therapist will go with her. And, but I hope she gets to do that.
I wonder if they put her on the bus so the fucking dummy didn't charge the cockpit. Put her on a bus.
That's great. That's great for the poor minimum wage Disney employees down there having to deal with that.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Thank you, Rosie. A sleeper bus.
You're just a wonderful American. You always do the right thing. I gotta
like
tell
it's not bad enough to be on a bus either, you know? To be on a bus, and this nut's got to be on there.
Little kid at Disney. Mommy, who's wearing the dumbbell costume? Now.
Now. Jesus.
Oh, that ain't good.
Oh, that bugged me. What a method actress. Yeah, I watched the tape. Way to throw yourself into the role, fatso.
Didn't even meet the girl. I guess she would have been, like she said, too... which only goes to show you, she's probably 8 billion times more crazy in real life than Rosie's playing her up to be. Rosie's going to play her up to be, you know, oh, look how sweet and look how functional. And
she should have got ready for the role by sniffing glue.
Before every take, just put that bag up to your mouth, sniff paint, glue, paint thinner.
Jesus, De Niro would have done it.
Hey, how did you prepare for the role? Well, I crawled into my mother's womb and I had her drink.
Big bag of lead paint chips, just chowing down.
Saying some stupid movie, make believe it's popcorn.
Oh, cutting her own oxygen off for way longer than she should.
And when I start to black out, take the bag off my head.
Yeah. Hey, you know, De Niro would have done it that way.
Right.
Everyone knows what he did to get ready for the Raging Bull.
That's a real actor.
That is a real actor.
Not this. She watches a tape of a retard and she's got it down.
Yeah, goes to a Broadway show with someone who just ruins the play for everyone. Right.
Why is that person doing that? Shh. Oh, just the shushes that must have been going on. That's pretty. The dress is up. Shh. Shut up. Dolt.
Imagine getting stuck behind that head.
Big giant head. Can't see the set.
I had to wait a year to get these tickets.
See anything.
Right. This daytime hack just gets front row.
Oh. Steve C's there.
I just wanted to say I thought you did a wonderful job.
Bravo.
Could you cut some liners for us?
Steve C's a big Broadway fan.
No, is he really?
Yeah. Goes to a lot of shows.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Let's go to Zach.
Yo.
Come on, Zach.
Hey, I know the dramatic event in Rosie's movie.
Huh.
Bob Kelly's going to take her to the basement and hold a rock over her head until she puts out. Bunching out, boys. Have a good one.
Yeah. You know,
what are you doing? I'm being gangbanged.
We haven't explored this emotional side of Bob Kelly. We have to call him and see if this is the type of movie he would cry over.
If he knows that we're all looking, he probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because he'd fight it, but alone on his couch.
If he was home alone, he'd be blubbering.
With that dumb leg up, smoking a cigarette. Dude, Bob will do this. This is what Bob does. He rehearses what he's going to say. This is what a bore Bob is, and I hope you're listening, stupid. You'll show up, and he'll just sit down, and he'll be like, you know, dude, and he'll just start talking, and it's like, you rehearsing motherfucker. Don't have these...
He rehearses, like, just conversation?
Bob wants to be smart, so he'll walk around the house and just go, you know, dude, and he'll, like, pontificate and sound smart to him, because he's an idiot. And then you sit down, and you're like, you are fucking... What is this droll nonsense you're firing at me? Dude, you know, the government, shut up! Shut your mouth!
We got to get Bob Kelly on today. Ben's listening. He'll try to get him.
I want to punch him right in his bad knee. Right in that ripped tendon. I want to just drill my fist.
You're calling him? Good. Waylon from Georgia.
Yes, I have a little thing. I say we hang her, then we skid her, then we run her over.
Not even going to wait for him to finish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was doing a lot.
All right. Pat from Boston.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I think on the bus she's going to get her period, and her sister's going to show her how to put on a pad, and then everything will be okay.
The pad.
She's busting out.
Now, make sure you roll it up in tissue paper and put it in the nearest waste paper basket.
And wave it in the bus driver's face.
Slap him in the face with it. Blindside him. While you're putting your fare in, just pull out your used pad and whap him in the face with it.
And we'll see what kind of patience the bus driver really has.
Smacking over his mouth in a mock kidnapping.
Joe from Chicago.
What's cracking, boys?
What's up, Joe?
I've been listening to you guys for about 2 weeks now. I am infected.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
Oh, is it me or does Rose look like I have a retard already?
Rosie?
Looks like she already has Down syndrome.
She kind of has that look, the big fat head.
They have to keep stopping her going, look, could you look a little smarter?
You know, this girl isn't really this stupid.
I think
the only good ending for this movie would be if she gets hit by a bus.
Imagine the ironic ending. Yeah, go for the ironic ending. She actually gets hit by a bus.
The bus runs over her retard head and breaks its axle, and she survives.
See that big thing pull away.
What happened? What an annoyance. You're trying to go to work, read the Times, and so-and-so, shut your face. Ugh. Oh.
Alice, some retard got on my bus today, just yapping. Yapping.
Big head takes up that whole mirror that they get to look in the back seat with. You move that fat thing.
You private us.
I'm not. You're a retard.
Holy crap.
Clear the field. Some men are going to drive some retards around.
Stupid.
A mere bag of chromosomes? Just wish I could do the voice.
I don't do the voice.
Gee, I never knew Davy Crockett was so dumb.
Harvey. I got a friend Beth smarter than you.
One of these days, pow! Right in the fat tongue.
Oh my God. Because you're a mongoloid. A mongoloid. Mr. Faversham, if you think I'm driving that retard around, it's out of the question. Out of the question.
Beth, you've come back. Oh, my head.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on here. Let's go to Mandy. Hey, Mandy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Mandy?
Nothing. I wanted to tell you that this is based on a true story.
Yes.
Yeah, Rosie was sort of saying that in that last clip.
It was based on a true story, so I know how it ends.
Oh.
So if you guys want to know.
Hell yeah, we want to know
spoil
how
it.
ends.
She gets a bum leg while Rosie, the retard, she gets a bum leg and her sister has to come and it ruins her life. And then the bus driver takes over and takes care of Rosie.
The bus driver takes care of her?
She gets a bum leg and she can't walk, so she has to be wheeled around. And the bus driver comes to the rescue and takes care of her, and she lives at his house.
Oh.
So it's not that great of an ending, but...
Lives at the bus driver's house? Jeez, what's happening there?
Yeah, what is up with that?
Little diddle. She could take a little diddle.
All right, guys, punch it out.
All right.
Bye-bye.
That's what he was saying to her. Her little dumb face in the pillow. She's confused. That's right. Earn your keep. Earn your keep.
What does Eric have?
I didn't know what the rest of this was.
I think I know what he's saying.
Okay. Eric from Staten Island.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I got a sneak peek of the movie. The subplot is the bus gets a flat tire, and Rosie, with her retard strength, picks up the bus because he didn't have a jack. Punch it out.
With that retard strength.
I got it.
This bit is picking up momentum, boys and girls. Let's go to Chris. Hey, Chris, you're on the Opie and Anthony program.
How you guys doing?
We're having a good time today. I hope someone's enjoying this crap.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man, the retard stuff is not funny, but I was laughing my ass off. That is some funny shit right there.
Oh, all right. We turned you around a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, get a load of retard over there.
Mom.
Yes, honey?
You know we were talking yesterday?
Yes, we were.
Do you know about periods?
Yes, what about periods?
Do you have periods?
Yes, all women have periods.
Tell me what happens.
Blood from inside of my body comes outside from an opening between my legs. Do you have a question, Jill?
Yes, I want to know if Susie has periods.
Susie?
Yes, Mom?
Jill wants to know something.
We want Jill. Susie, do you have periods?
Do I have periods? Jill, all women have periods about every 4 weeks for 3 or 4 days. When I'm on my period, blood from inside of my body comes outside from an opening between my legs.
Well, Susie, what about my teacher? Does Miss Jones have periods?
Yes, Jill, your teacher, Mrs. Jones, does have periods. All women have periods about every 4 weeks for 3 or 4 days.
What?
That's from the Trainables audio, yes.
Good morning, Mr. Tampon. You should see. Did you get a chance to watch the clip of the
I still
period
have not
video?
seen the video. It's up on foundyourmusic.com, right?
Who the little girl in this, the retarded little girl that they're teaching, looked like, and then I realized because I watched Close Encounters, like one of the aliens that come off of the ship.
Yeah.
Her face has that same look.
Okay.
And the older sister is telling her about periods, pulls down her pants, and shows this used pad, this big old 50s pad.
You can get to the video clips by going to opieandanthony.com.
Yes.
I'm a little distracted because the listeners are taking over the bit slightly here. Joe in Jersey. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
My favorite part of the movie is when Eric Logan takes her to his barber. Punching out.
Oh, God damn.
Oh, over the fence with that one.
The listeners are taking over, Anthony. Let's go to Tom on Long Island. Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jimmy, love you.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, I heard the sequel to this takes place in Israel, and Rosie's wearing a big puffy coat on the bus. Punching out, guys.
Oh, wow. Duke in Jersey. What's up, Duke? Duke?
Yes, I'm here.
What's up, Duke?
Oh, I was just going to say that Rosie has to go and rent out all of Giovanni Ribisi's movies to research her retard roles.
Yes, Giovanni Ribisi, the
Rosie
extraordinaire.
All right. We have a third clip, Anthony, from the Tony Danza show from yesterday. Is this another clip for the movie or the same clip?
No, it's the same clip.
Oh, hold on, buddy.
It's the same clip, but without the Tony Danza stuff around it. It's just the clip from the movie.
Oh, man. We're going to have to wait till Monday.
I can't believe we have to wait.
Monday we're going to have probably 20 clips.
Why couldn't we get a screener copy of this? They wouldn't send one over? We should be able to see these in advance so we can comment. We're probably going to give this show great ratings. People are going to watch it just to see Rosie's standout performance as a retard.
It's going to be hilarious, the confusion at the Hallmark offices, like when they get the overnight ratings. Why is this show #1 men 18 to 34? We made this movie for, middle-aged housewives.
Housefraus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, let's listen to the clip one more time, then. This is the only one we got.
I know. I can't wait.
What is this, Britney Spears?
Okay! No, not Britney. I'm Cole Beth, and you're Adolfo, and you're new.
How'd you know my name?
You're new, because I know everything. Well, listen, you had to stop on Carlton Street.
Carlton's not a bus stop.
Oh, listen, Henry. You have to stop there because Miss Park has a swollen up leg, and she has to go to the doctor at 11. So stop on Carlton Street, Rudolfo, and listen to me because I only tell you 2 times. That's it. Then you're on your own.
Morning, Mr. Breakfast. Can I have some Mr. Cheese cereal? Okay. Pity the poor fool. Don't eat my cereal.
All right.
Pack has a swollen leg.
Aw.
See, they're making Beth look like she's the helpful one. Like she knows everybody in the community.
How could she be retarded, yet she knows everything? She could remember the names of the passengers and the bus drivers and the bus routes. It's amazing. It's special.
And the only thing she enjoys is riding the bus.
Riding the bus.
And that's the only thing she can't do anymore. There you go. Because she has a bum leg.
She's got a bum leg. So she can't ride the bus?
Yeah. And that was her whole life.
It must be like what? What kind of bum leg? A Mabel King bum leg? Because that's a bum leg. What kind of bum leg? That she can't ride the bus and the bus driver takes her in.
Oh, you know there's something going on there, absolutely. His poker buddies come over. They'll jump on.
Hey, George?
Hey, guys.
What's up, George?
Hey, the interview between Tony and Rosie. Which one was the idiot or the retard? Fuck, punching out.
Wow.
You are.
Wow.
You had a good one, too.
Stuttering prick you.
Which one's the prick? Nervous zilch.
All right, we'll play another Stephen Lynch song as we regroup.
Alrighty.
Special ed.
Don't touch those buttons either. I see you looking at them.
a boy of 10. I had a very best friend. Ed was kind with good intent, but just a little different. Oh, special ed. Mama dropped him on his head. Now he's not so bright. Instead, he's a little bit special. Just a little bit special. We'd play tag and he'd get hurt. I'd play soldier, he'd eat dirt. I liked math and a spelling bee. Ed liked talking to a tree. Oh, special ed. Mama dropped him on his head. Now she keeps him in the shed, 'cause he's a little bit special. A little bit special. I ran track, hung out in malls. Ed ran head first into walls. I had girls and lots of clothes. Ed had names for all his toes. Oh, special ed. Mama dropped him on his head. Now he thinks he's a piece of bread. He's a little bit special. Just a little bit special. One day talking to special ed, he grabbed a brick and he swung at my head. And as he laughed at me, that's when I knew special ed just made me special too. And now I laugh as I count bugs. I give strangers great big hugs. Next to me, Ed is fine. He's a fucking Einstein. Oh, special ed and me. Now we're not right in the head, you see. Now we're not so bright. Instead, we're a little bit special. Just a little bit special. That bastard Ed made me special. Just a little bit special.
All right. Everybody talking about the Opie and Anthony show. We don't care. Keep talking. I know I'm a loser. You're a jerk-off. A douche. You effing tool. I'm a tool. I'm a dumb twat. Okay, pathetic. Can someone just shoot me in the head?
Please! Oh, my God.
Back to you, Opie.
Hey, everyone, it's your good pal, Phil McCracken. Boy, I got a rock-hard one here in my bag, because I'm diddling myself. You're a kid toucher! I'll bag anything with a hoe. Opie and Anthony. Hey, let's go touch some children.
Okay, terrific, thank you.
The Opie and Anthony Show. XM 202.
Hope you're enjoying the Opie and Anthony program. We like to call it the O&A virus, Anthony, right?
Right, because like a virus, you catch it, and then it runs rampant, and it spreads.
And it's cool. Like, every day you get callers from all over the country. They trickle in, Anthony. I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, they're just flooding in. But it starts with a little trickle. All of a sudden you get a call from Chicago. Oh, my God, I've been listening to you guys for 2 weeks. There's another guy that caught the virus after 3 hours. He said, I've been listening to you guys for 3 hours. I'm hooked.
Wow, he must have caught a pretty strong strain of it.
And then we ask you to spread the virus to your friends.
Of course.
Maybe to your friends that don't have XM satellite radio.
Let them listen.
And that's where the company gets happy. Because this show will turn people onto the platform that maybe wouldn't have ran out and got XM satellite radio. Who knows?
They get it and realize, wow, this whole thing's pretty cool.
One guy's pissed off at us because he pays for XM satellite radio. He's paying for all the channels, but he only listens to our channel.
Wow.
There are people out there, I got to tell you, they're strange.
Hardcore.
They have to set their alarm clock to listen to the entire show, and then they listen to all the replays.
To the replays.
And if they miss a replay, they get really pissed off.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're attempting to add some new shows onto this channel.
Are you talking about listeners or you?
I don't... You know what I do? And I'm just like a regular listener after the show. If I know we had a really good show, I will search out the replays, definitely.
Yeah.
If I know we stunk, it happens. You know, when you're pulling this crap out of your ass every day like we do.
Sure.
You know, we have all this preparation in front of us, but we don't know where we're going to go. I just, all right, well, that show just didn't happen today, and then I won't listen at all. I won't beat myself up. The old days, I would.
Yeah.
I would, but not anymore.
So yesterday, what did you choose to listen to besides the show?
Nah, there was good parts of yesterday's show.
Yeah.
That's
first hour and a half was hysterical.
And that's another reason why I don't obsess, because it's you can listen to the show whenever you want, and a lot of people have the MiFi, so they're taping the show now, and they know when we suck, and they'll fast forward, and and they're reading message boards, so people will tell them what segments were, pretty good. You know what I mean? So they get an overall understanding of the show, and then some days they listen to the whole thing. Other days there might be just one or two segments that just are really good. Standout segments. So yesterday the show started off great. There were some moments, but there was a lot of flat spaces too. There
had a problem
flat
at the
spots,
end.
whatever.
We're not able. We discussed it earlier. We have an inability here to sit down and intelligently talk to women. That was pretty much what we learned yesterday.
When you said that earlier, a bit light went off in my head. I don't know what it is yet, but there's something there.
Why, you want to actually try it?
Oh, yeah.
Like, and give it a try with everybody now knowing that we have this inability?
Yeah.
To have a girl sit down there and try to carry on a conversation with her? That could be really good.
I think, we could line up girls.
Yeah.
And they could all dress slutty, like they're strippers. And then just by talking to them and the awkwardness, I think you and I will be able to tell if they're like some kind of like professor or scientist.
You think that?
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
See, that way,
there's a
though,
bit there somewhere.
Just them walking in with those kind of clothes.
You would know, right?
Well, not you would know, but it would make it easier for us to talk. It would kind of ruin it because we'd be able to carry on a conversation. We'd go like, wow, you're really hot, or, what do you do? You just carry on a conversation. But if they come in and they're like those professional girls you see walking down the streets of Manhattan with their smart business attire on, and they sit down, what the hell are you going to say?
Yeah.
You want some coffee?
Well, we'll throw it in the back of our heads. We'll come up with something. Because there's definitely something there. Because you're 100% right, Anthony. James in Indiana, what's up?
How you doing, Ole?
Pretty good.
I just want to tell you guys are just fucking awesome, first of all.
Thank you, friend.
My girlfriend, I tried to get her to listen to y'all. I've been a fan since you were on the premium. I love that you're on the regular now. I've got it on all three now.
Wait, are you a fan since we've been off the premium, or?
No. I paid for you all on the premium, and I paid all of the $2 religiously.
Oh, cool.
What a guy.
How'd you find out about us?
Really, when I got XM. I mean, I'm from the Midwest, and when you all came on XM, I jumped right on it. Cool. And, I mean, I'd still be paying if you were still on the premium, but I'm glad you're not, because now I've got you on all my receivers.
Oh, cool. All right, James.
The funniest thing was my girlfriend, she can't stand your guys' show.
Really?
I listen to you every morning, but it was funny because Wednesday, she was in the truck with me. I passed another semi, and that just to have one of your wow stickers on the breather.
Yeah.
She felt implied just to flash him because it was Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
There you go.
Nice. Wednesday. That's why you got to get the wow stickers. We have a dilemma as a show. We really do. We know what guys want to hear from their radio program, but then we do live appearances, and it's just a sausage factory. It's just So then we get together and like, do we soften our delivery a little bit just so we could get just enough girls to show up to some of these appearances? Not change the show drastically, but just enough where we get some more hot pieces of asses showing up.
Dude, they're pussies now, man. Dude, they totally watered down the show. I bet Washington told them they need more women, and if they don't calm the show down, shut up.
Dude, I like the fact that we're brutal because the women that do show up, you know the type of girls they are.
That's right.
They're good eggs. Hey, listen, I got to get on the... Look, just sit on the toilet, put this in your mouth, I got to go. All right. That's what we're looking for.
Hey, Travis is checking in. Isn't he supposed to be getting us coffee right now? Travis.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Travis.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know we're listening in Montana. This shit's awesome.
Thanks,
Montana. You've been listening for, what, 2 weeks?
About 2 weeks, that's right.
See, we just knew more than everyone at XM. I got to tell you.
Yep.
We just knew that we needed to be exposed to the entire platform from day one.
Take us off the premium and...
we went over this like last week.
Listeners.
I was frustrated in the beginning, but I sort of understood just because we needed to kind of get back into the flow. But, man, they wasted so much time, I'm telling you. So much time.
Now we just have to do our show and watch the people appear.
All right.
Watch them appear from the four corners of this grand country.
Like magic.
Like magic. Exactly.
And they are
like magic.
It's magic. It's magic.
And they're popping up all over the place now. Hey, the Honeymooners.
Yeah.
I've been taking a peek at this off and on for the last few months, At first, I got really excited because they decided to make a Honeymooners movie. And I got excited because I didn't know anything about it, but I just thought, Honeymooners movie has potential, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they decided to go with a black cast, which I'm like, what?
What kind of gimmick is that?
That has nothing to do with the original Honeymooners.
No.
Yeah. Can't be Honeymooners if you're common law married.
The Honeymooners is one of the, probably... Eric's saying the greatest show ever, the greatest sitcom ever. It's definitely
groundbreaking.
It's definitely one of the top 5
right.
best sitcoms of all time.
Yeah.
So why would you fuck with the formula?
Because Hollywood is filled with uncreative cowards and dummies. None of you are original as your writers, or maybe it's that the networks have cut your balls off. I don't know what it is. But this is the best you can do is redo old TV shows.
Yeah.
You're shit. All of you. You writers out there, you are shit. And this is what you come up with.
This is what you get.
Real fascinating, because I know you got the article in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
This trend of making movies out of TV shows started, I guess, with the Brady Bunch. Was that pretty much the first one?
Let me think.
I think you've done it with other ones, right?
That was the one that kind of, put the whole concept on the map. And
sitcoms, I think you're right.
And, well, yeah, that's what I mean. Old TV sitcoms and stuff. And the first Brady Bunch movie was really funny. They did a really good job. And then the second one blew, and
they were goofing on it.
And then it just wrecked the whole franchise. And then because of the success of the Brady Bunch, they just started popping these movies about old sitcoms out like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're going to have a Bewitched one.
Bewitched, I know.
And Will Ferrell is hilarious, but he's just going to bomb in that movie. I'm sorry to say.
They were fun to watch way back when, and, for nostalgia's sake, sometimes they pop on now and you'll turn it on and watch. But as far as making movies about these shows,
You know what worked, and I was surprised it worked? I saw it on a plane a couple times, bits and pieces, was the Fat Albert movie. Because it was what it was supposed to be. Are you kidding? No, I'm dead serious, because as a cartoon... It was a cartoon.
Don't even look at him seriously, because I'm going to smack him in the face.
Wait, I'll tell you what, I actually watched part. There were certain parts of it that I thought were funny.
Dude, I swear to God, seriously. He had me at first, but now I'm with you.
I know he did. I looked at Opie and said, he's got him.
Did you see it and hate it?
I'm going to look at you. Shut up, you're a lying sack of shit.
No, I'm not. I'm not, because I watched it.
You are so lying.
No, I would say... You know what made me laugh? I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm
You are being sarcastic.
Because it was a cartoon. I can understand taking a cartoon and using that technology to make like a film. And it was what it was. It's a dumb cartoon. It's like, blech, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I like when they're all walking in a group. There was actually parts of that that were okay. I know it sounds like I'm full of malarkey.
It does sound like it, because I cannot possibly fathom that you enjoyed that
But
movie.
it was what it was. Like, it was a cartoon. You know what I mean? There's nothing to really change with it. It was like, let's just see what it would look like. Yeah,
I know what this is about.
Wow. he wants.
There's a connection there.
There's some kind of
connection.
connection.
Not at all.
His manager had a lot to do with the movie
Cosby,
or something.
No.
Yeah, there's something there.
No,
or the director of that movie now has a project.
Right,
Jim
has
in the
some
works.
kind of project.
Yeah.
Okay, Jim.
I
All right,
have no
I understand
idea.
now.
You're
No.
changing, my friend. Slowly but surely.
I swear to God.
But your buddies, Opie and Anthony, are taking notice.
I didn't. No, because I refused to audition for the Honeymooners. They asked me to audition for like some
Do
small
you
part.
like Robin Williams?
Robin Williams, yes. One of the only celebrities to ever be nice to me. Yes. He's a sweet guy.
Well, he didn't say anything about his actor.
You know what? Me and Colin went downstairs one time to the Comedy Cellar. We were like, we were going to go down there and just watch it and go, ugh. And it was, and Colin even said, it was fucking brilliant. He did 45 minutes. It was all topical shit. I mean, the guy is brilliant when he wants to be brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we watched him, and we went down there specifically, first time he came to the cellar, just to go, ugh.
Did he grab a tablecloth off one of the tables and make like a gay scarf with it
No, he
and
didn't
kind
do
of
that.
walk around the stage doing the gay thing? Because that's just hysterical.
Yeah, no, that's something.
Do you like
grabs a prop?
Do you like Billy Crystal?
Not really. I mean, I don't hate him, but I didn't like the way he was really rude to me, and it annoyed me.
So your likes or dislikes are based pretty much on personal things, how they treated you.
Sometimes, yeah. I'm not a fan of his movies. I don't hate them. I mean, like they're irrelevant to me. I don't watch them, and I don't kill myself if they're on. Whatever.
All right. So the Honeymooners movie.
Yeah, we have
Bill. I like him.
Cedric the Entertainer is playing Ralph Cramden, and he's got a couple of quotes in Entertainment Weekly, the summer preview issue, movie preview. Cedric said he had never really seen Jackie Gleason in The Honeymooners until after he was cast as Ralph Cramden in the film. Now, is this like some kind of line of crap that he's given to say, I wasn't influenced by it? Or is there a human being that...
How did you avoid the
Honeymooners?
Honeymooners?
In entertainment?
Well, especially the guy's got to be in his 40s, right?
Yeah.
How did he avoid not seeing the Honeymooners his whole life? Being a comedian.
Because I remember as a kid watching Gleason's variety show when he had the girls and the cigarettes. Big Daddy Smooth, Cedric recalls. He says he didn't want to impersonate Gleason as much as capture Ralph's disposition, but he couldn't rely too heavily on Cramden's signature "to the moon Alice." And then he's quoted as saying, "It's not politically correct to talk about whopping your wife nowadays." There you go.
There you go, Hollywood. That's
the
exactly what
Honeymooners.
you are. That's what you are in that sentence.
So you can't have it both ways in Hollywood. You can't make these comedies and try to be politically correct.
There was nothing politically correct about The Honeymooners.
Right. You can't do it. It doesn't work. Time and time again, these movies just completely fail because they're worried about who they're going to offend. It just doesn't work that way.
Why was Something About Mary such a smash $100 million hit? They goofed on retard. She had a load in her hair. He got his dick caught in his zipper. A dog bit his dick.
Right.
It was vicious and it was funny. You fucking idiots.
They're all a bunch of these politically correct. Yeah, cowards. So now you're going to get a movie. You're going to get the Honeymooners movie with a black cast, which, I just don't understand. I don't understand why that decision was made. If you're going to remake the show, it's a gimmick. Were they going for some gimmick thing?
But that show is so brilliant. Just you just redo the whole thing with some interesting actors, and it would be a hit. In my opinion,
some new situations if you want to change it around a little bit.
Right.
Have the same type of characters. Yeah.
That movie will get a half a star. You watch. You watch. And the contrast, Anthony. We were just talking to the gang from Family Guy yesterday. You saw the clip. Got to give it away a little bit in the new episode that's running Sunday night.
Yeah.
They do a cutaway to the Honeymooners, that exact scene.
Yeah.
Where, he's saying, "To the moon, Alice."
To the moon, Alice, and she opens up her yap to say something, and he punches her square in the face.
And knocks her out
lays her
cold.
out on the floor.
Now that's funny.
Hilarious. That's goddamn funny.
And that is the difference. That's why Family Guy will continue to be successful, and this movie will bomb.
And why is it that with the violence they're making in films or the cop dramas, why is it acceptable? You can show domestic violence in a dramatic situation. I'm so sick of the fucking little dotted line they put for comedy and where you can't cross. It's
not
revolting.
In comedy, because there's no place for that in comedy.
Because they don't see it as an art. They
Right.
don't see it as an art. They see it as a bunch of fucking clowns with red noses. Shitheads.
Well, the black cast, I don't get it. It's going to be the Honeymooners. It's going to be a beloved character from Days Gone By, Ralph Cramden, and it's not going to be Ralph Cramden because he's going to black it up. It's going to be all ghetto, jive talking, shucking and a jiving. With his buddy. What's he going to go up to? I mean, He's going to go up to Norton, and they're going to, like, talk ghetto to each other. Is that going to... Yeah.
Anyone else notice, because we're talking about movies here, that there's just no movies you're dying to see anymore?
Nope.
What is going on?
Hollywood
Lately, I've been
stinks.
wanting to, especially this winter was just awful in New York, and, the spring we've had a few rainy days, and it's perfect days and perfect weather to go to the movies. I read the paper, and I'm going through the movie listings, and there's just nothing I want to see.
Star Wars. No?
Huh?
Star Wars.
Well, those movies aren't out yet, though.
Kevin Smith said, fucking awesome for Star Wars.
Yeah.
And Kevin Smith is a huge Star Wars fan and critic. He thought the last two that were made really blew ass. And he saw this one and said it's amazing. So hopefully Lucas got it right this time.
But week after week, the new movies come out and they get that awful 2 stars, which means you don't know if it's good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
This new XXX movie, State of the Union.
If Vin Diesel turned it down.
With Ice Cube, got 1 star.
That was an automatic payday for Vin Diesel. Walk in, walk through your lines, and here's a huge check, I'm sure.
And he turned it down.
It's getting horrendous reviews.
It's just mediocre garbage. I mean, that is all that they are.
I want to see Hitchhiker's Guide.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got 3 stars. So
that looks pretty funny.
Better than the original one.
Who's in that? What's his name?
But I even...
Who's in Galaxy Quest?
I got rooked in to see Fever Pitch, and that movie was awful.
How did you get rooked into seeing that? That's maybe if you're in a hotel and you've seen everything else in the new releases, still in theaters in the hotel.
Yeah. It was a rainy day, and it was...
never seen
it. It was there, and it was starting soon.
Sam Rockwell, that's who's in it.
Look,
thank you,
Thanks,
Nathaniel.
Look, I just went through the whole movie. There's nothing. There's not a movie I want to see this weekend.
Nothing?
Well, someone suggested
the Batman that's coming out looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Someone suggested the where is it?
That looks like a lemon. The Longest Yard remake of The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
Stop.
All those remakes.
Another one I didn't audition for.
Really?
The Chris Rock Adam Sandler film. No.
Yeah. No.
It's gonna be a bomb, right?
I don't know. I mean, Sandler's films are so successful.
Do we need a Jiminy Glick movie?
No.
Are you kidding me?
No. Jiminy Glick and La La Wood.
Sandler's quickly losing his
Well, dude, Spanglish.
Yeah.
Like, I respect. Like, you guys again. Robin Williams, bad example, but he's a guy who can really act. Like, he was a Juilliard trained actor. He's not just a stand up who thinks, all right, now fucking I'll act.
Yeah.
He's a real actor. Jim Carrey made a run at some serious stuff, but it was a hard translation for him to make. I mean,
Carrey's doing pretty well.
I like Jim Carrey, but I mean,
He's
was
playing
a hard.
some weird roles, but he's pulling it off.
Yeah.
He doesn't take the typical, but it's just people don't really take him serious.
Sandler.
Yeah.
I mean, the Happy Gilmore stuff.
Make a 20-minute film.
That's great. Stick to that. Dramatic roles. Hey, I love you.
How do you follow The Longest Yard? They have to realize that there are certain things that they cannot top. You're not going to top The Longest Yard. The Honeymooners is too famous. It's too well known. You can't top that.
Yeah.
Just leave it as it is.
Leave it alone.
You want to remake an obscure film like Tarantino kind of remake certain John Woo thing? That's weird. That's doable.
What, like the
like all the camera work and shit, all the angle, that's all John Woo stuff. You know, all the Reservoir Dogs, all that stuff is old John Woo camera angles.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. I mean, that type of stuff you can get away with, but
yeah, but not directly just taking crap.
No.
This old crappy movie remakes, TV show remakes. It's just ridiculous.
Do you remember when they redid All in the Family in the early 90s? It's called 704 Hauser Street. It was the same house, same set, but they moved a black family in there.
Oh, right.
And he was a black.
I forgot about that.
It was John Amos from Good Times. He was the black Archie Bunker. Lasted like a couple months and canceled. Nobody watched it.
I thought that was going to be a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. So I tell you, the same no talent, fucking not qualified for his job, studio scumbag that greenlit a lot of this crap. They're idiots. They're people who wanted to make it in the business. You didn't have the talent. Now you're in a position of power.
Yeah.
You didn't make it in the business because your judgment stinks. You don't have it. Your judgment still stinks. You know who makes great judgments? Fucking Weinstein.
Yeah.
Over at Miramax. Those guys are fucking great. Of course, stupid Disney doesn't want anything to do with them anymore.
Got a deal going with those guys?
What's that?
Got a deal going with those
Never
guys?
met them. I went to the Seinfeld comedian premiere when that happened, and Harvey Weinstein. I didn't recognize him at first. I didn't know who he was. Like, I knew his name. And I see this big fat fucking guy smoking in a restaurant with Seinfeld. And I'm like, he's somebody. Because Seinfeld notoriously hates cigarettes. And this motherfucker would have flicked an ash in Jerry's face and not care. But those guys do nothing but give like good movies,
Right.
and of course Disney wants to distance themselves.
But
Shit.
it's just a disaster lately. You go to Blockbuster, the new releases, and you're just combing those long
I haven't been
walls
to Blockbuster.
forever.
I haven't been to
Trying to
Blockbuster
find
in
one
years.
stupid movie to watch.
Years I haven't been to Blockbuster. Probably 2 years.
Just buy the DVDs now.
Now I just buy them. Screw it. Might as well have... Because anything that I don't want to own, I pretty much don't want to see. Or I could just see it on TV. Once. I don't care. Or I get it from Danny and don't return it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I do.
Well, the movie ticket prices are so ridiculous in New York, you might as well buy the DVD. Wait a little longer, if it's a movie you don't really need to see right away. And
Have Steve illegally
buy the
download
movie.
it and
Tell me
burn it.
about it.
Steve doesn't do that. That's what he does.
Of course he doesn't.
No, Steve uploads.
Man, my family enjoyed that Incredibles movie 3 months before it hit Blockbuster. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
Of course he had nothing to do with it. It's all about jokes on this show.
I don't ever download things illegally. I wouldn't do it. I read the synopsis and then I move on.
Pete from Queens, what's up?
Going back to that politically correctness to the old sitcoms, recall Happy Days when Howie Cunningham had his old army buddy walk in and he was black and everybody flips out. Marion flips out. She's wondering what the neighbors think.
Oh, that was a special episode.
Oh, wasn't the black character on Happy Days named Styx?
Wasn't it
Yeah, that was
Sticks?
his army buddy.
No, it was Stacks, and he forgot to...
Stacks?
And he fell asleep and got shot.
They had to kill him. Yes, Sticks.
I think it was Styx, right?
Sticks was going to have a wedding, I think it was. And they had no place to have it, so they had it in the Cunningham house.
Even the cartoons of the old days. I mean, remember the Jetsons? You ever see any black people on Jetsons?
Oh, here's that.
Here comes the line.
Yeah.
Hold on to your hats, people. Hold on. Don't you try to wiggle out of this. No, I don't remember seeing any blacks on the Jetsons, sir.
Well, you see how bright the future is then?
Wow.
That was a spacecraft crashing.
Let's go to Jamie. What's up, Jamie?
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's actually brilliant to put the black cast in the Honeymooners.
Why is that?
Well, because how else would they get by with smacking your bitches up and doing all that kind of stuff?
No,
that's mainstream culture now.
They're not doing it, bro.
Yeah, but
They're
that's
not
the
doing
point. They don't believe in the whole violence angle that the Honeymooners had, so that you won't see any of that stuff.
Instead of seeing beyond the dumb lines, which was that it was a loving relationship and she was the boss. She was one of the first dominant, hilarious women on television. She never lost to that idiot Ralph.
Never.
She was the boss, but she wasn't a career woman. But I guarantee in the black Honeymooners, you watch.
Oh,
I got a job.
Absolutely.
She's going to have a much better job than Cedric, who will definitely be the bus driver.
Is it true that the black guy playing Norton gets shot out on the fire escape while he's sleepwalking, trying to get through windows?
It's Mike Epps.
Who's playing him?
Mike. He's a funny comic, man.
Is he?
Yeah, Mike. He's been in all those Friday movies and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's a good stand-up. He's a really character-driven.
Is he really like ghetto?
Yeah,
So he's going to be like real ghetto Norton?
I don't know. Whatever they tell him to do as an actor. I mean, I don't know what they want the role to be, but,
God.
Mike's a funny dude.
Let's go to Jay. Hey, Jay.
I don't know how they're getting around the fact that the old white honeymooners, they actually worked. So how they going to... All right.
There's a funny scene, too, in the opening where Cedric goes, "Yo, get that retard bitch off the bus."
Hey, Jay, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, guys? Hey, sweetie.
Hi.
Listen, talking about all these remakes, what about Vin Rames on Cojack?
Yeah, he's going to be the Black Cojack. That's right.
It's a TV series. It's already running.
Oh, it is running?
Yeah,
it's running now. Every Sunday.
TV. I saw it. I saw an episode.
I mean, he's got the lollipop. He's got the pork pie hat. And in last week's episode, he even said, "Who loves you, baby?" But aside from that...
Wow.
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy, why don't you say that on the air, buddy?
Don't write that down.
Don't write it down just for our amusement.
What?
Jimmy.
What?
Huh? Jimmy?
Yeah, hi, Hope.
You can't just write something like that for our amusement.
Give me that pen.
Sure. Here's a pen for you. All right. The honey...
These guys are writing notes back and forth. Hold on.
Wait.
Ed's covering up his writing.
I like this better.
Let me say. Oh, my God. Are you insane? You guys are insane.
I like Honeymooners. Wait, was that an M? Honeymoon. Wait, the M. I thought that was. It looks like a C there for a minute.
Yeah,
it was an M.
that.
It was an M.
It was a typo.
It was an M.
Is what it was. A typo. Oh God, fucking racist! Jesus Christ! Oh,
are you talking to yourself there?
What? That was kind of cute. Boy, you really went for the whole enchilada.
Was there a black Odd Couple back in the 80s? I do kind of remember that.
Stop.
I do remember that. They did the Odd Couple and made the characters black.
Oh, so this idea is not even original to make them black characters instead of white.
Yeah, just so the black audience will come out, because black people go out, you know, their movies always do well because they're, you know, everyone's
they're so crazy.
You look fantastic. You look really well.
Thanks. I was going to say that your look great, too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
particularly
nice.
today.
Just a quickie.
What was that?
That sounded like Philip Seymour Hoffman, no?
Robert Downey Jr. tells some British talk show host she has nice tits.
Oh, there was a black Odd Couple?
Yeah.
Hold on, buddy.
Go on now.
Felix Unger was played by Ron Glass from Barney Miller.
Wow. Hey. And who was Oscar?
Someone named Demond Wilson.
Demond Wilson.
Was he in the...
That's Dummy.
Yeah.
From Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
His son, Demond Wilson.
The Arthur Ashe Oscar, he's such a mess, he leaves his AZT and T-cells all over the house.
Oscar.
There's a tennis racket with blood on it.
Oscar, let me wash that robe. Let me just wash it. It's so stained. So soiled in the back.
You're not dying, Felix. You're killing everyone around you.
Let's go to Kevin in Buffalo. Kevin?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hi, Kevin.
How are you, Kevin?
Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
Hey, the guy that played Styx Cunningham, he was a drummer in Richie's band for a while.
Yeah, there's a couple different black guys on the Happy Days.
Right, but the guy that played Styx was also ended up in porno movies afterwards.
Oh, really?
Yep. I can't remember his real name, but you guys might be able to check that out farther.
All right. Thank you.
We'll get right on that.
And we all know that the big thing about Chuck not being there for the second season, but was that ever explained, like, by the producers, that somebody knows that they ever given it?
I think they just never had a storyline for him. It was always about Richie and his friends, and he was so rarely on camera that they figured they'd just send him off to college and never have him on the show.
But they would say, I have two kids. They like made him cease to exist.
Yeah.
They never explained why they made him cease to exist.
No.
That was terrible writing.
And there were two Chuck Cunninghams, by the way.
Wow.
We learned that during the reunion special they had last
all the info
month,
we got from that.
or a couple months ago.
The dude from Jersey, Big Black Cojack, cries every fucking week. So I guess he's more of an emotional Cojack than Telly Savalas was. But I did see an episode, and I don't know why they call it Cojack. It might as well just be a new cop show with Ving Rhames, because I have no idea. It has nothing to do with Cojack. The character names are the same, you know?
Because they just
like, hey, Crucker, you know? But he wears the hat, has a lollipop.
Because they just don't have confidence in their stuff in Hollywood.
Yeah.
They shouldn't in a lot of it.
They should have him with a ball gag getting railed up the ass in the room by some hillbilly.
I'm about to get medieval on you, baby.
Baby.
Did you see who's kissing Katie Holmes?
Yes.
What do you think that's about? There's been rumors about Tom Hanks forever.
Tom Hanks? Well, what does Tom Cruise have to do?
Tom Cruise, I'm sorry. Jesus, Tom Cruise. Tom Hanks, where did that come from?
Tom Cruise
is now with Katie Holmes.
You know something, though? All the rumors and stuff, and I used to hop on that bandwagon, I just don't see. I haven't seen any evidence that this guy is gay.
None.
I've seen him just railing some of the hottest chicks in Hollywood. You gotta give the guy his due.
It's wishful thinking on men's part, because he's so good looking. He's everything all of us want to be. He's a handsome, talented guy who bangs tens. We all want him to be gay. Like, something's got to be wrong.
Please, right. Something be wrong. Be a gay guy. Be tortured as you're kissing her.
He's 42.
Is he?
Depressing, right? Tom Cruise is 42. Fuck, I'm old too, man.
Well, he's got himself...
and she's 26.
Prime.
Very nice.
16-year difference. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't?
All right, good
16,
point.
18, whatever.
Whatever.
But if it works, it works, right?
Good point over. Good point.
All right. You know, people are people. when you really get down to it. And what does age really matter?
Other than a number and an addition of life experience. And
that's it.
Means nothing.
Who cares if you're as old as her parents?
That's right.
Well, let's go to...
Even if you met when you were 24 and she was however old.
Yeah.
That would be 6.
I like that.
All right, let's go to Cliff in Oklahoma.
6. Hi, boys.
Do the math. Jesus.
Howdy, boys.
Hi, Cliff.
What's up,
Hello,
Cliff?
my little homesick abortion.
Jesus.
You guys don't keep up with Hollywood very much.
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh, you do not.
All right.
They are releasing the Honeymooners and the All Black, but they're not releasing it as the Honeymooners.
Oh, no?
No, the title is going to be, and get that bell ready, boys, the Honeymoolies. Fucking out.
He was so confident and so happy with it. His presentation, the Honeymoolies.
I love this presentation, actually.
Ooh.
That actually wasn't that bad.
We got topless shots of Katie Holmes, thanks to Mr. Skin.
Yeah.
One of our favorite websites.
That's like the best movie to see her naked in.
What is it?
The Gift.
What's the name of it?
The Gift.
The Gift. And she truly gives a gift of her bosom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Yep. All right, we should take a break, Anthony.
She got good ones.
She has big nips.
I'll say.
I like big doorknob nips. The type that girls are self-conscious about.
Bob in Rhode Island.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
What's up?
Hey, man.
All right, I must admit, I was a loyal Stern fan until 2 days ago.
2 days?
You guys, I'm hooked on you guys big time.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
And let me tell you how it happened. Monday, I turned on the radio. I listened to Stern on BCN. Of course, he's on vacation again. This is like his 5th vacation within a month or 2 months. So my friend says, listen to Opie and Anthony. Listen to Opie and Anthony. I already had XM. I turned you guys on, and I'm hooked. You guys are the bomb.
Thank you.
Well, here's the difference. We're still having a lot of fun on the radio, and he's not.
Yeah, I mean, lately, he's like bitching and complaining. He's not even fun anymore. He's lost his edge. I'm definitely saying see you later. I was even...
By lately, he means 1996.
That's the big difference between the two shows. We're still having a really good time doing the program. He has no idea what he's getting himself into as far as the satellite radio thing goes. No idea whatsoever.
Yeah, and what's great is I already had XM because the music selection is 10 times better, and I'm glad I'm not even going to even switch. I'm definitely staying with XM. I'm definitely hooked on you guys.
Thank you, sir.
That Rosie O'Donnell bit, I was pissing my pants.
Well, you know, here's the difference, too. You can listen to a bit like that on our show, or you could tune into him, and he'll bitch and complain how he can't do a show anymore because Bush has it out for him. I mean...
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
stop.
And he's always complaining that, I created this and they copied that, and that's such bullshit.
Well, I got an example on Monday's show, I think. I got to find an old tape. That'll just make for a funny bit.
I invented carbon paper, Robin, which is really ironic if you think about it. Because then people could copy other people. I invented
I am actually considering the satellite radio option. I'll go to whatever network doesn't have Opie and Anthony.
Okay!
Yeah, that'll turn out to be a wise choice, you idiot.
Eeny, meeny, miny, hoo.
All right, let's go to break. What the hell here?
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the Olenay virus.
Ross is coming in today, and I think he was the one, as we're all leaving last night, finally at, I don't know, like 12:30, whatever it was. He's like, don't forget to, don't let Jimmy off the hook. He was blowing kisses to the audience. Did you blow kisses to the audience?
Dude, and this is
because I didn't see it.
On the Late Show. And, boss, you're a tattletale and a scumbag.
Oh, a tattletale. Like no one's going to notice in August. This wasn't a little show in Boston like it's hearsay.
Dude, I came out, and like, you have to come out and do a quick, like, encore wave. It was just part of it for the credits. So I'm waving, and I as I'm backing up, I blew a kiss, and as I blew a kiss, all I'm thinking of is Boston Patrice are
God,
gonna kill me for this. As it comes off my lips, I know I'm fucking finished, and I can't believe I just
done. Stupid boss, though. That's the only thing he had to say. Obviously, he's very proud of you. You guys
but he's
are really
completely
good friends.
right, though. He's
But that's the
right.
only thing he commented on. He blew kisses to the audience. Don't let him forget it.
Like I'm Ethel Merman after a show. Just there's no business backing off.
Thank you. And when Voss said that, I thought to myself, oh, good, I'm off the hook. Because when you mentioned us, which was awesome, and, you know, of course, what can I say about that? I actually gave you a thumbs up.
Did you? I didn't notice.
I'm like, I mean, for the people that weren't there, Jimmy, you know, we were sitting in the audience, and Jimmy gave us props, and the cameras, you know, obviously the big moment, because I saw the lights going up in the theater. I'm like,
hey, why are the lights on us? Like, all of a sudden, right over us, the lights start coming up. I'm like, here it comes.
So here comes the acknowledgement or whatever from the stage, and Jimmy mentions us. We get a really nice reaction. Thanks to everyone there for that. And I didn't know what to do. I'm looking at Jimmy. Jimmy says stand up, so all of a sudden I stand up and I just go.
He gave a big thumbs up. I got to be honest with you. I looked up and my arm went out, and I was just ready to put my thumb up.
Oh, were you?
But I held back and gave him the point. I just pointed at him with my pointer finger and went, no, you, Jimmy. I'm like, you know, you. It's about you.
Because what are you doing that? I know it's very awkward. You want to just wave, but it's too faggy. You just go, hi.
Kind of turned around, waved to the crowd a little bit. They were giving us a lot of, I did the old Broadway bow. And then,
I did the Queen wave.
You did the Queen wave?
Yeah, for the people in the balcony, I just did the Queen wave.
Kind of shook your hand back and forth a little bit?
Yeah, slightly.
But that was a little weird.
But I gave the thumbs up like,
hey. God. Give him the Fonzie.
I didn't even notice, dude. I'm sure I'll see it today when I watch the DVD.
Oh, yeah.
God.
It'd be awful.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
I remember this. Hi, it's your pals Opie and Anthony and Lil Jimmy.
Hawk?
Oh, Opie, you're back.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's been going on?
Had to take a squirt?
Yeah. Where's the bathroom? I gotta take a squirt. Thank you, nice lady. Nice ass.
Woohoo, Sheriff.
There's so much to do. I don't even know where to go anymore today because, I don't know, should we try to clean up some of the stuff in front of us?
Absolutely.
There's not much really going on in the news. Front page of the New York Post has Tom Cruise, you know, kissing Katie Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you want to see, you know, Katie Holmes topless, go to Mr. Skin. And then best ex he ever had.
Best ex he
Michael
ever
Jackson's,
had.
you know, chick there. Debbie or Debbie Rowe, whatever the hell her name was.
The fat broad.
Basically saying that he is a really nice guy and a nice father, blah, blah, blah.
And that there's vultures hanging around him.
Blah, 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 blah.
Vultures.
Nothing's happening to Michael Jackson.
He'll walk.
He'll definitely walk.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other paper has Bush Benz on Social Security.
Did you watch his speech last night?
Couple minutes of
Did you watch any of it?
Do we have audio of that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I watched it.
Yeah.
You can't. I got a lot of problems with George Bush, his presidency over the years. A lot of problems.
I have a problem with him too, that he's now holding men's hands.
Yeah, that was a little rough to watch.
The whole homoerotic culture makes me nauseous.
Bunch of faggots.
Ugh.
Hold my hand as we walk. It's like, don't you know there's fucking press here?
Two men in the garden.
Pictures of this in the garden as we walk hand in hand.
You're the president of a nuclear superpower. Can't you go, hey, fuckhead, we're doing this our way. We're not holding hands and canoodling.
Fruit holding hands.
You think President Bush has a circle of friends like, you know, we have, where behind the scenes...
Hey, faggot.
They're just fucking with him so bad.
You think like Rumsfeld before they walk out of the Oval Office goes, you want to hold hands? As they walk in? He's
exactly.
like, get the fuck out of here.
You got to think, I don't care who you are on this planet, you got that group of friends that is they're just going to mess with you no matter what. I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they probably have like, they're making T-shirts and stuff for behind the scenes, you know. Bush doesn't like Bush.
Oh, look at him holding hands with a man. Ugh. Yeah, I watched some of it last night.
Yeah.
And for all the fault that the Democrats are laying on him about this Social Security thing, I have not heard one viable solution that they've come up with.
No.
They say, like Bush came up with this thing. He said Social Security's going broke. The old people now are getting their money. They'll continue to get their money. A couple of generations down the line, as far as grandchildren are concerned, there's a real problem here. The money's just going to run out. There's just too many older people that are living longer, and it's just the money's running out. You can't support the older people on what the people that are working at any given moment are contributing. It mathematically doesn't work out. Something has to be done. So George W. comes up with this plan to privatize it a bit, to take some of this money that you normally just comes out of your check and goes into Social Security. You see it every week. And instead, your money that is taken out can be invested. Not invested in .coms or something, but a very diverse portfolio of bonds and stocks. And that way it earns money. And by the time you retire, you'll have a little nest egg for yourself, a retirement fund. It's one of the only ideas I'm hearing. The Democrats then come out and go, "This is horrible. All this is going to do is make more money for Wall Street because of fees. This is setting up retirees for disaster if the market crashes." But not one idea. Bush is an idiot for coming up with this. Not one alternative idea besides, well, let's raise the taxes. Let's then just take more money out for Social Security. And before you know it, your whole check will be gone.
Well, the answer, I think, the solution is very simple. When somebody gets to be a certain age, you if you see the end of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, you have a big Indian put a pillow over their burdened face and hold it.
Their burdensome heads. That is an option. I haven't heard that one. And I say we kill the elderly. You say elderly.
The elderly. That's fine.
The nuclear elderly.
It is sickening, though, that these old people have to deal with this crap. I mean, look, in fairness, old people earn their right to relax and shit. Most of them have busted their ass to do all this stuff their whole lives. And it's like, we can't take care of them. We're sickening.
Yeah.
Did you hear what happened to his speech last night?
What?
Oh, it's not like the old days. This is, I mean, the TV time is getting way too important.
Oh, right.
And the networks
May sweeps just started.
Yeah, May sweeps have started. We're going to have someone coming in talking about May sweeps, as a matter of fact. And it's just way too important to give up all that time for another dumb speech by the president.
Yeah.
So the White House learned a painful media lesson Thursday. Do not launch a press conference on the first night of May sweeps. CBS, NBC, and Fox cut off President Bush mid-sentence in several time zones after sacrificing 1 hour of prime. The president was left standing on the stage as NBC rushed to Donald Trump, Fox to Paris Hilton, and CBS to Survivor.
Wow.
All those networks saying, no, these shows are so much more important than what the president has to say.
Wow, that is something.
I guess it was only ABC and PBS stayed with him to the end. Sensing he was running into trouble, Bush joked, "We better finish this up. There are TV programs to show for the sake of the economy." But it was too late. They were already gone.
Conservative news organization.
Yeah, they'd have done the same thing to Clinton. Yeah, or if Kerry was president, they did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And if one person calls and said, "Hey, the companies are owned by conservatives," I'll bite your ear off and spit it in your face. They don't make the day-to-day decisions, stupid.
Yeah, that's exactly the case. They cut him off. The one defense they do have is the all 24-hour news organizations that are out there, Fox News and CNN. Are well equipped to cover the entire thing. They do. Who doesn't have it these days? If you're still, jockeying around a set of rabbit ears on your television, you really don't have a voice in this country.
I was going to say, what the president has to say doesn't concern you.
What contribution you're making is really nothing, so shut up.
He doesn't care about you.
Doesn't care about you. Just watch Paris Hilton.
Oh, the Democrats do, but President Bush doesn't care.
Then again, Fox cut out, too, and Fox is pretty conservative, their news.
Yeah, true. But they have Fox News, so it's like it was an economical decision more than a political one.
Yeah, absolutely.
They figured, what the hell, let's put on our shows. If people want to watch, they go to Fox News. We're still getting the viewers.
You guys heard what Randy Rhodes did on her show, huh?
Yes.
We have Air America here on XM Satellite Radio, and she got in a lot of trouble. I don't agree with what she has to say for the most part, but she does a good job with her show.
Really?
Yeah,
I never heard it.
I enjoy listening. She knows how to keep a talk show rolling right along. Huh?
She's out of Florida. I thought she was out of New York.
Is she out of Florida?
She's out of West Palm Beach, yeah.
In some trouble now with the Secret Service, though.
Yeah, I can't get the... Eric, we might have a bad CD here, though.
Eric, fix that CD.
See what you can do
Chop,
over there.
chop.
Basically, government officials are reviewing a skit which aired on the network Monday evening, a skit featuring an apparent gunshot warning to the president.
Gunshot warning to the president.
You can't threaten the president's life ever.
No.
Whether you're a wacky, radio DJ or some psychopath. You
can't
do it.
Does that constitute a threat?
Well, that's what they're trying to figure out.
That's the whole thing. I don't think it does at all. I mean, you can't screw around with it. You can't... See, there's a difference between parody, like that was, a skit, a fictitious skit on the radio being parody, and people saying that it's illegal to threaten the president even in joking. Now, there's a difference. What they mean by in joking is you can't write a gag letter saying that you're going to do harm to the president and send it out and say it was a joke. That's the joke that they say you can't do. But in some type of parody sketch, I think it's totally legal.
I don't know, you guys might not have heard, but John Malkovich was arrested this week for the role he played when he was trying to assassinate the president many years ago.
Oh, there you go.
And I don't know, also heard Gary Oldman is being brought in for questioning because he portrayed Lee Harvey Oswald. Oh, I forgot, once again, the same rule doesn't apply to actors as it does to anything in a comedic sense.
Right.
Yeah, and
right.
I never got that. I never have gotten that point. I don't understand how society takes radio guys more seriously.
Like everything that is said on the radio as a radio host is real. We mean it.
Right.
And there can never be any sarcasm, drama, anything like that. Acting.
Sometimes
it's all got to be real. Things done in character.
Right.
It's all anything that comes out
but
of
you
the
do
radio
it in a
is
movie
real.
setting, it's fine.
Yeah.
Didn't the Secret Service say they really weren't investigating? This might have been a little bit blown out by America too.
Well, why not? To get some nice publicity out of it.
I didn't like the way. I understand that she shouldn't go to jail for it, but I didn't like the way she's like, well, if I have to be punished, then I have to be punished. Shut up.
I'll take one for the team.
You're not going to jail, stupid. Everybody knows what it was. And stop denying that you were a part of it. They didn't highlight this part where she's saying that I had nothing to do with the bit. There was something...
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. Well, basically, I got some stuff here. She says she's not afraid of being prosecuted over the matter. This was just a stupid bit, she explained on yesterday's broadcast on the Air America network. But if it crossed the line, then certainly there must be punishment. And if there is, I want to be punished so that I can actually say equal justice under the law. Anybody that has stepped over the line of law needs to be prosecuted, including me.
Rhodes maintains the skit was created by producers... a bullet right through his head at Air America without her knowledge, and she would not have aired it if she had heard it in advance.
I hear Rick Delgado was fired and didn't even work there. Poor Rick.
It's amazing.
The government is saying even joking about shooting the president is a crime, let alone doing it on national radio.
Right, joking.
We are taking this very seriously.
I actually did a little research and popped up online the actual laws to threatening the president. And it's, what?
Forget Aristotle and fuck Socrates. Here comes Professor Anthony.
What is wrong with you?
Well, I was wondering, I was very curious.
This is what amazes me. I was thinking about what you were talking about yesterday. You're spending 8 hours a day playing poker online, video poker. So I was starting to think, when does this guy have time?
During the time I play poker. Like, I have two computers.
So you were done with poker and said, I got to look up some laws now.
No, as the poker is on one computer, on the other computer,
that's
during
right,
the whole time I play poker.
I forgot you had that other
The other computer's running. So during the whole time I'm playing poker, you don't have to totally concentrate playing poker the whole time. Most of the time you spend is folding your hand.
Okay.
And while they're playing, then I'm on the other computer and I'm
getting knowledge.
Getting knowledge. I'm doing things.
I think you do that because that little knowledge is your only connection to sanity left. You feel yourself spiraling into a bedridden, gambling, destitute existence, and you're like, I have to just do something else healthy while I'm here.
Bedridden. I'm just laying in bed with the laptop.
Shitting into a baggie, no germs.
Oh, my God. You bring up something yesterday. I almost got to the point where I was going to start laughing at myself and maybe even crying because I was in the middle of a tournament playing poker online. And I really had to take a dump bad. and I had just started playing. I actually seriously considered going into the bedroom, logging on, grabbing the laptop, and sitting on the bowl, taking a dump so I could still play.
Oh, all right.
What?
I just breathed a sigh of relief.
Why? You thought I dumped my pants?
I'm like, all right, he's not going too crazy yet. I was waiting for just a different...
something much worse?
Oh, yeah.
You don't think sitting on the bowl, not being able to not play while I'm taking a crap?
And let me... I can understand. And I'm not even addicted to the video poker online.
Okay.
But you're in probably a $200 room, and you know... you don't,
$50.
Oh, okay, and you don't want... you're in the middle of the tournament. I can understand that. I thought you were going to say, well, and I saw the wastebasket.
That's what I thought.
Next to the computer, I'm like...
In the wastebasket?
And I was considering for a moment...
taking a dump in...
Well, that's right.
No.
Who else thought he was going that way?
Exactly where I thought he was going.
I got computers all over the house.
Taking a laptop to the bathroom,
Yeah, that's nothing?
Nah, we could do it.
Maybe I might do it then.
I don't know. We could be Tom Leykis, and we could do a whole hour on that if you like.
Come on! No, that's okay.
That's what Leykis does.
Oh, he's terrific. That guy tells
Let's take some calls. Laptop in the bathroom.
Leykis, he does...
Bob on a cell phone. You're on with Tom Leykis.
He does 4 hours, and each hour is one subject.
I like that about Leykis. Not boring at all.
Let's talk about throwing your wife into the fireplace during a Christmas party.
The laptops get nice and hot. Do you want that hot laptop bottom on your bare knees while you're firing a log out?
Oh, the heat from the laptop would be rising up into your face, and it would be clutching the aroma from the bowl.
But then you got to stand up. With your left hand, you have to hold the laptop, and you have to wipe with your right hand because you can't put. What are you going to do with the laptop?
No, I would be able to lean up and probably put it on the bathroom counter, one by the sink.
Okay.
Put it up there, and then take care of business.
By the way, thanks for the baby wipe tip.
Oh, have you picked them up?
I sure did.
Aren't they wonderful?
I had no idea they got the word baby off them, and you don't look ridiculous.
Now they're just regular, like maybe aloe or something. They're very cool.
I got the aloe one.
You take them out, and they're very cool. They kind of, woo! You get a little tickle. It's wonderful.
I like to, when I take one of those, I will wrap one around my finger and cram it in there until it comes out clear, like completely clean.
I know. We've discussed that.
I know.
That's just...
clean.
I don't get it.
Jimmy's colon's like a rifle bore. It's just completely... You can see reflections on the side of it. It's amazing.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know. I just like to be
clean.
Like
my apartment, it's clean except for one room. And I throw all the dirty crap in that one room, and guess what? Close the door. You don't know what's going on behind that door.
No one even sees it.
Same with the back door there. Just make sure you got the doorway clean.
The door's got to be clean.
Right.
You don't understand, though. I get a lot of impromptu ass eatings.
No one's going in there, right, Ope?
Impromptu ass
Oh, well, see, people are using his door. They're actually opening it up and maybe going inside.
Yeah, mine's
a lot of company.
Mine's just a storage facility. I'm not having visitors.
Nothing.
It's just...
No one's visiting.
People even ask, what's behind that door? You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
Right.
Keep it locked.
Keep it locked.
See, I'm just the difference. I'll say, why don't you open it, stick your tongue out, and take a look. Why don't you investigate that room? There we are. Investigate that room.
No. Use the wipe. Keep your underwear all nice.
Isn't that bad for you, though, to use those wipes after a while? I mean, I know women, a lot of strippers use it, like, after they pee.
Oof.
They do, but it's supposed to, like, dry you out. I guess in your ass it's okay, but I heard that they do, there's, like...
Yeah. We're not going in our ass.
I've not had a problem.
No, just between the cheeks.
We're just cleaning the doorway.
I've not had a problem with those. They're wonderful.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks for the
cranky
tip.
ass.
Oh.
It's great.
You have a hairy crack?
No, not, you would think. I'm not a hairy for an Italian guy. Okay. I'm really not. Light wispy.
Ooh.
It's like an Asian boy.
All right, we got some problems on the phones. We gotta
problem?
Oh no.
We gotta work out some issues here. Scott in Oklahoma.
Hey guys, what's going on?
What's up, Scott?
Hey there, little fuckface.
Hi, Scott. Let's watch the language, please.
Hey, let me first say, man, I'm a huge fucking fan. I'll never quit listening to you. And I think Anthony is probably, no offense, Opie, you're great too, but Anthony, I think you're one of the fucking best talents on radio today.
Oh, thank you, sir.
But
terrestrial or satellite.
Uh-oh.
And I just fucking political views, guys. Jesus Christ! I mean, earlier you was talking about Social Security. Democrats didn't have a plan. You need to watch something other than Fox.
No, believe me.
Harry Reid, the House and the Senate both has come out with plans with Social Security.
And what's their plan?
To raise the minute, after you make more than $90,000 in a year, you quit paying into it. They want to raise it to $150,000.
That's what I said, my friend. I said their plan is to raise taxes, to raise the rate that you have to put into Social Security. That's not an answer.
It solves it until the year 2095.
No, it's not solving it. It's putting more of a tax burden on the American public.
No. It's putting more of a tax burden on the rich 2%.
Rich.
You know, the richest 3%.
Let me tell you, and what's...
If I got to pay 4% of what I make a year, why should not somebody who's it should be across the board?
Scott, what's the pay rate of the people that are going to be taxed? How much?
For $90,000.
$90,000. Let me tell you something, and that's per household, right?
No, that's individually paid.
Individual? 90,000. First of all, 90,000 isn't rich anymore in this country. You're doing all right. But it's not. You're not driving around in luxury automobiles in a big house. People have this misconception that that's the rich American. It's not. You're not. You're penalizing people in this country. The Democrats want to penalize the people that have actually attained some type of American dream.
Is this Tom? Tom, are you Tom, right?
Scott.
I'm sorry, Scott. I know what you're saying about the percentage, but here's my problem with what you're saying. Like, there was a thing for regular taxes, 17% across the board. Rich, poor, everyone pays 17%. Was a suggestion by Forbes years ago. I agreed.
I like the flat rate tax.
Hold on, let me finish. No, I'm saying, in principle, I agree with that. If you make $10 million, you pay whatever that is. If you make $50,000, you pay 17% of that. But the more money you make, the higher percentage you're paying in taxes anyway. There's a lot of people in a 40 to 50% tax bracket.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that wealthier people shouldn't pay more, because it is fair. But
it
should be based on a percentage.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I make $48,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
I pay 4% out of every paycheck I get goes to FICA, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I pay up to $48,000. That's how much I make a year.
Right.
You take somebody who makes $200 million a year. After they make $90,000 in the second week of January or the first week of January, they don't pay another fucking penny for the rest of the year into Social Security.
Dude, I know what you're saying, and I don't totally disagree with you. But my problem when you're going by a percentage basis is if the tax system was looked at that way, again 17% for everyone, I would think you had a more valid argument. But now now they're saying a percentage, 4% for everybody, and yet when it comes to let's have a 17%, they're much more comfortable taxing someone higher with the more money you make.
We're just talking about Social Security, not taxes in general.
No, I'm talking about a tax principle.
I'm arguing the Social Security.
Right. I hear you. But Scott, you got to understand something. As far as the Democrats are concerned, that this is just another piece. Everything the Democrats come up with and say, well, the wealthier Americans have to pay this. You put them all together, Scott, and it's not just paying a little more than the $90,000 a year, or paying this, or a percentage of the tax. You add all these things up, and the public is getting the shit taxed out of them. And it's the public that is actually attained some type of American dream. They're the ones that now have to get the burden.
Taxes and all the entitlements paid in this country is from the middle class, and they're screwing us on a daily basis. I mean, his latest tax cut for the top 2% of the country, while we're at war, trying to pay for the armor, trying to pay for everything that goes along with the war, he gives the top 2% of this country a fucking tax break.
Scott, here's
That's bullshit.
Scott,
Republican or Democrat, you cannot agree
The
with
top 2% of the country is paying 98% of the friggin' taxes.
We're paying, dude. Not we're. They pay. You know, a lot of people are in a 45% tax bracket. I mean, dude, that is sickening to have to pay 45%. Or whatever, or 40% of your money to the federal government off the top is revolting.
I understand if you're making $48,000 a year. If you're making $48,000 a year, you're going to have no sympathy for a guy that's screaming that, my God, why, if I make $1 million, how come I'm being so taxed? There's no sympathy that's going to go out from people making $40,000 a year. I understand that. But it's just the way it is. You can't keep taxing these people. And by these people, I mean me.
But they can keep taxing the middle class, the guys who make between $20,000 and $60,000 a year. We're paying the brunt of it.
But dude, they're taxing.
No, you're not.
Eating the most of it. Yes, we are. There's other news channels out there other than Fox. XM signed.
I'll send you my quarterly. I'll send you my quarterly tax bill, my friend.
Scott,
let me send you my quarterly tax bill, and you tell me where the burden is. I'll send you what I pay every 3 fucking months.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, but see, I
It's
understand.
ridiculous.
You came up the hard way. You used to be a working class guy, and now you got a couple bucks to rub together. You don't want to let go of it, man.
I was fine with what they were taking out when I was making $400 a week. I was fine with it.
Are you making more now, or are you making more than you did in 1984?
I am making more now than I made in 1984.
Percentage-wise.
And by that, I mean everybody that worked in 1984.
Just
I'm teasing, of course. Shut up.
$1 million and you got to pay $300,000 worth of taxes. $300,000, that sounds like a lot. If you make $40,000 a year and you got to pay $6,000, that doesn't sound like that much because you make less.
Scott, if you make
numbers game, man.
Scott, if you make how much you have to pay $300,000?
I'm just throwing numbers. I don't know.
No, I'm asking you. I didn't hear the first figure you said.
I said if you make $10 million,
if you make $10 million. If you make $10 million, the government is going to want almost 5 of it.
Right. They're not taking $400,000 if you make $10 million, my friend. They're taking $5 million from you.
And
believe me, you might sit back and go, well, you got $5 million left, but when you had 10, it'll piss you off.
And I don't make that.
Exactly. You just made my point.
Now, how did I make your point?
Because $5 million,
Exactly.
I know.
That was my point.
But dude, Tom, Scott? Are you a socialist? I mean, do you think that we should all just pay? I mean, maybe you're a socialist. I don't know.
Well, honestly, I don't really know what I am. I voted for Reagan when I was younger. I really didn't know. Then I got older. I got a union job at one point in my life, and I kind of started paying attention to what was going on in politics and where money was going. I started getting involved and educating myself and reading. And I don't know. I think I may have some socialist in me because if being a socialist means that I'm for the working class people, the guys who have to take a shower when they get off work, the guys who work 50, 60 hours a week trying to take care of their family, and those guys are paying the brunt of everything.
It's not the brunt of everything.
Yes, they are, because at the end of the day, I ain't got no fucking money, and if you make $10 million, you still got 5. What the fuck, man?
See?
Your time.
That's the democratic way to look at things.
Yeah.
It's more socialist, but the Democrats' answer to everything is to tax the people that have made something of themselves in this country, and it's ridiculous. Bush came up with an idea. He's got this idea about Social Security, and of course the Democrats just have to bash it.
But I don't even think, Scott, I do think the middle class gets fucked horribly, and I do think, look, Republicans are more for wealthier people, Democrats are more for poor. I mean, that's since time out of mind, it's been that way, and I don't disagree that things have to be different, but I just don't like the answer, because you have to realize that when you make $50 million, that's one thing. I've never made anything close to $1 million in my life. I've never made that, nothing even close to that. I make decent money, but you know what? The government takes a lot of it, a higher percentage than they should. I'm all for everybody paying 17%.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the answer is a flat rate, a flat tax, but if it just needs to work out.
And what I'm saying with you is,
in the long run, at the end of the day, it needs to work out financially. So, the middle class.
Okay. Okay. The middle class does get fucked up. I mean, you're not wrong. I grew up middle class. My father was out of work. It stinks. We were broke a lot. It's awful.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're wrong.
I think everybody gets screwed in their own relative way,
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Right, Pee-wee?
Okay.
I got one more thing.
All right, sweetie.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do, by God. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, I know sometimes I got a feeling you're the only one that may lean a little bit Democrat. All I'm saying is you're the voice for, 50%. I'll say, well, I ain't going to say how many listeners is Democratic, but I know we all cringe when fucking politics gets brought up.
Scott,
Democrats get bashed, and all I'm saying is flip on here every once in a while and bring up an argument to them
Scott,
guys.
you're definitely very observant, but through this whole argument, I was eating my egg white sandwich.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys fucking rock, and I'll never quit listening. I might fucking turn it down when you start talking politics.
We're not as conservative as you think, man. It's really not.
Know.
I'm not as conservative as you think I am.
I hate to, play my cards. I can't be bothered because nothing ever changes. I know that's such a blanket statement, but nothing changes.
But George Bush...
These two, it's two just powerful teams just fighting it back and forth, and there's nothing that really changes. I mean, obviously they have to work together, but they're never going to work together.
No, if one side has a good idea, the other side won't support it.
That's what I mean.
Of partisan politics,
I can't
even
be
if it is
bothered
good
anymore.
for the country.
I swear to God, with politics, I can't be bothered anymore. On my time off, I started to actually start reading a lot of...
Yeah.
I actually started reading a lot of liberal books. I started reading all the Michael Moore stuff, and I was paying attention to Bill Maher and things like that. And then I was fed up with what they had to say as well. And I can't be. I swear to God, I can't be bothered.
They're all phonies.
One of the biggest books that I've ever read that changed my life, and I know you guys are going to fucking laugh at me, but it honestly changed my life, is
Rent Boy?
Al Franken, Lies and the Lying Liars Who Tell Them. It's a fucking great book. Republican or Democrat, it needs to read it.
Why was that book great? I read that one, too. I forgot to add that to my little reading list. I did read that.
Not only did he expose a lot of the lies, he give you the reference at the bottom of every page where you could go back and look at it.
Here's my question with Scott. I haven't read the book, but when you look at a guy like Michael Moore, you watch something like Roger and Me, and you're like, oh my God. But then when you read it debunked, and I'm not saying that he's wrong about everything, but when you see all of the bullshit that gets thrown into any point of view that's that agenda-driven, you see like, oh, that made sense when I read it or when I saw it, but now that I hear the answers and the rebuttals for that, it didn't make as much sense as I thought.
But both sides do that.
I agree. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess you're talking about like 9/11. Have you seen that Fahrenheit 9/11?
I have. No, I was actually thinking about Roger and Me. I have not seen Fahrenheit 9/11.
Okay, well, like Fahrenheit 9/11, everybody says, that book was full of lies, the movie was full of lies and all kinds of shit. But there's a 9/11 reader that came out about 6 months ago that goes along with the book that goes almost fucking frame by frame and factuates everything through that movie.
Then why did he remove it?
And when Michael Moore was on television and stuff, they'd ask him, they say it was a lie. He would up front say, well, which part? Tell me what it's a lie. And everybody, no offense, but Jim, but everybody's like, well, I've never seen it. So
No, I didn't say Fahrenheit 9/11. My question about Fahrenheit 9/11, why did he remove it from documentary Oscar consideration by playing it? What he pulled, because his facts were being called into question because of his editing, he purposefully showed it the night before the election. He said because he thought it was important, but he knew that he knew that would automatically remove it from documentary consideration, and that was a less humiliating way of having his facts wouldn't be called into question. He wanted it named for Best Picture, which it didn't even get the nod for. So Best Documentary is what he wanted. When his facts were being called into question, it was embarrassing. So he shows it the night before the election as a face-saving way of removing it from consideration.
No, that they showed it because, like you said, the Best Documentary. He didn't show it on TV because his facts was in question.
Pay-per-view, dude. Pay-per-view. He showed it on pay-per-view.
Right, but it wasn't because his facts was in question.
No, I think it was a way of getting, of gracefully not being considered, because he knew that would remove him from possible a nomination for a documentary.
All right.
Well, here's what I think he put it on pay-per-view because he knows that. I know this sounds like a fucking big-time liberal, but he knows that the Bush administration has done nothing but lie to us for the last 5 years. And he wants to let people know the truth.
All right.
But just get the book.
All right.
Okay. Hey, dude.
Okay.
All right, Scott, thank you. I
appreciate it, guys.
Bye, Scott.
You can argue with them fuckers.
All right, thank you.
Thank
you, Scott. Let me summarize for everybody. Half the people out there agreed with Anthony and Jim Norton, and half of the people agreed with Scott, the caller. Thank you.
We changed no one's mind.
No.
But go to morelies.com, man. Roger and Me was a brilliant documentary. Now look it up and see a lot of the stuff that looked great on when you watched it, and you're like, oh, that was wrong.
I really thought that Michael Moore was fighting the good fight. I really did for a while there, especially when we were on hiatus and stuff. But Anthony and I met that guy. He wants to be a rock star just like anyone else in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
He's not actually fighting any fight. He found a little angle.
He likes publicity.
He found a little angle where he gets the publicity, and that's what he's really into. When those cameras turned on when we were at that Beatles thing, he just played up to the cameras and all that stuff. Just like, well, and there's nothing wrong with that, but just like everybody else, this guy isn't anything special. He's no special than any of the other idiots out there.
And when Scott just said about, like, when they asked Michael Moore what lies he said, and they could, like, when they told Michael Moore said what lies, and they couldn't say, Michael Moore and Bill O'Reilly had an impromptu debate. I read the entire transcript of the Drudge Report. It was outside the Democratic Convention. It was in a parking lot. There was people around. It was a friendly debate. And I don't like O'Reilly, but he's a bright guy. And in this debate, they was talking about Bush being a liar. And O'Reilly cornered him verbally and fucking wiped the floor with him. Because one-on-one like that, just two guys debating, one conservative and him an ultra-liberal, he got his face smashed in the debate.
Did O'Reilly have a dildo in his ass at
I
the
think
time?
he did. He said something about washing that awful fat beard with a loofah sponge.
With a loofah.
Which turned me on.
All right, back to retard audio.
Yes, back to
Fun
Rosie.
things.
Well, we still have the Randy Rhodes thing. That's
all
where it started.
Okay, that is what started that.
I like it.
I love this
Where
ADD
that
show.
came from.
All right, so she's in. Where were we? She's in trouble for.
Yeah, with the Secret Service, they're kind of investigating if this is to be considered a threat against the president's life.
Right. Well, we got the bit.
We have the audio.
Yeah, let's hear.
Just a quick minute. Let's take a listen. See if there's a big deal here.
It's the Randy Rhodes Show. Air America Radio.
We saw America through the Great Depression and hot and cold wars. Our muscles boosted this nation's economic superiority to dizzying heights. And then our time came to enjoy just a little of the comfort and security we brought to the U.S. of A. So we joined with others of our era to protect what's rightfully ours. But now we've learned that the AARP isn't enough. Our pensions have been stolen, our health benefits cut, and those of us with homes too often have to choose between heat and food. A spoiled child is telling us our Social Security isn't safe anymore, so he's gonna fix it for us. Well, here's your answer, you ungrateful whelp. The AAARP, the American Association of Armed Retired People. Just try it, you little bastard.
Oh, let's not do that. I'm here in Florida. let's not arm the old people until they leave. What is with all the killing?
All right, here's the deal.
Wait, what?
Let me start, Anthony, please. Give me my time.
Go, Ope.
She should be sent to jail because that bit just stinks.
It's not funny. It's awful.
She should be sent to radio jail.
Yeah. Microphone not plugged into anything. It's radio jail, guys.
Make her do a radio show without electricity. That should be her punishment. Oh, my God. What? That's the big deal?
That's corny.
That's the big deal, too? And how did anyone even interpret that as a threat against the president?
Isn't the president killing the old people?
No, I think it was the old people shooting at somebody.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Well, you could assume it's the president because he's the one that's in charge of, any of the benefits that are being cut for the old people. The reason they would pick up arms and start shooting. But there was...
Can I take back my statement that I thought she ran a good talk show?
No, you can't take that back.
That was really hacky and stupid.
But I want to know if Air America is going to run a little comedy parody. How about if a woman being punched in the face or domestic violence? I wonder if that's going to be like a little comedy thing.
There you go.
Or if they would object to that wholeheartedly on principle.
Mm-hmm.
And don't act like you're trying to make a political statement with that cornball shit you played off as a bit. It was awful.
And I couldn't even... If I heard that in passing, and I didn't fall asleep during it, I would not even know who the old people were shooting at.
Yeah.
Like, you little bastard, and stuff. It's like, okay, it could be the president, but...
Stupid me, I'm confused. I thought they were ungrateful, so they were shooting the old people. I don't know.
Dude, I don't want to trash her because, again, she's done such great work on, Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman. I mean, it's really hard for me just to bash her.
It's
but
not that Randy Rhodes.
Oh.
That was cute how you took her name and, smiled like that.
Except he had a Y, she had an I. LOL.
All right, well,
that bit was awful.
That's a lot of controversy over that bit.
God, and the secrets, see, that's the problem. How much money in taxpayers' dollars are going to go to the Secret Service investigating this?
Probably none. They'll probably call what's going on.
You think?
Nothing. Yeah.
That's it?
They might investigate on principle like they do all things. Like, let's just check, make sure.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not a threat against the president.
No.
It's just an awful bit.
Congratulations to her, though. She'll get some nice publicity, and that's...
Yep.
Yeah, good job.
That's what we try to do on the radio.
So if you're laughing and you want to stop, tune that show in. There's your publicity.
Yuck. People are requesting the restaurant PSA.
Oh.
Domestic violence.
Ooh.
The Canadian PSA for domestic violence that they ended up not airing.
No, it was too graphic, they said. They were TV spots, not radio spots.
Oh, yeah, you're right, TV spots.
Video went along with it and showed the guy punching the girl in the face. Very funny.
And all this stuff can be found on our website, it's opieandanthony.com. And then the sub-website, foundrymusic.com.
She spilled my coffee.
I'm sorry, sir.
You fucking bitch.
I'll bring a little coffee. How do you like this?
You wouldn't get away with it here. You shouldn't get away with it at home.
All right, well.
I like when he goes, how do you like that?
Yeah, how do you like that?
Just does
I'm
coffee.
sorry, sir. She smiles like it's just going to be another spilt coffee.
She spilled my coffee.
You spilled my coffee.
You guys, my fucking idol.
Ben's in here. That means something's going on.
What's going on, Benny boy?
What's up, Ben?
What's up next, Ben?
What's going on?
Well, first, could you please do your live read?
Oh,
you got a live
hey,
read.
Paisanos of Mulberry Street in the heart of Little Italy, Anthony. We love Paisano of Mulberry Street.
That's right. You'll love Paisano.
Yeah, Joey's a great, great friend of ours, a great friend of the show, a loyal fuck. I got to tell you that much.
Yes, she is.
When we got fired, you know, they were trying to keep all our advertisers, and Joey said, absolutely not. I don't want to hear one more commercial from my fine restaurant on that stupid station of yours if you fired Opie and Anthony.
Keep our advertisers in their pockets like so many nickels and dimes.
He lost business over our firing because he has loyalty.
You have to allow us to draw from the well.
Yes. You have to let us wet our beaks, Joey.
Other people forgot our name as soon as we got fired. You know, we saw who stood up for us in our time of need, and Joey Paisano was one of them.
I'm going to bring a date there. I haven't been there in a long time.
I got to tell you, man, I was there a couple times recently. The food is just outstanding.
Yep.
Outstanding.
You're
Paisano
getting
Mulberry Street.
authentic Italian cuisine, Opie. It's made from the original old world Italian recipes. You get all the fun and romance of Italy in a friendly restaurant. Yeah, that's Paisano's. Right there in the heart of Little Italy, between Grand and Hester, here in Manhattan. Call them, 212-965-1188. 212-965-1188. They're open weekends till 2 a.m. Yeah, about that? Paisano of Mulberry Street.
All right, now that we got that bullshit out of the way.
Yeah,
What else we got?
Dalton Ross
is going to get whacked out.
What?
Dalton Ross from Entertainment Weekly's here.
Oh,
so
very
we can
cool.
talk about some TV stuff.
All right, we'll talk some TV with him next.
Do we have some audio he might be interested in? I'm wondering if we have some any audio in the entertainment stuff, Betsy, that might have been I'm just saying that might be interesting to a guy from entertainment tonight, Betsy.
He's from Entertainment Weekly.
Jim, pay attention, please.
I'm sorry, Ben. I get nervous.
You get nervous.
I get scared.
He was all proud that he was producing a little bit for the show.
What a jawline on that kid. Oh my God.
Scared.
Holy Christ.
A pointy chin, man.
I'll say it is. Dip that in ink and write with it.
He's from the movie That's Entertainment. Jesus.
I got really nervous. What a jawline. Wow.
I
think like Bruce Campbell.
I think he's got an extra piece there.
Very handsome fella.
Yeah.
All right, so what time is Ichabod Crane coming in?
All right, Anthony.
Oh.
We finally found the thing you were talking about in the office.
Oh, you got the one?
Yeah, we could go to break with
job,
this.
Job application bit?
Well, Anthony took the Ben Bailey CD home.
Okay.
Another friend of the show. We've had him on once. We'd love to have him back. Can't wait to have him back. And you were listening to the CD on the way home?
Yeah. I got quite a chuckle.
And
Very funny.
What's the name of this bit?
I don't know, was the job application one?
Ben Bailey.
That's what it's called.
Oh, Ben Bailey Boulevard. Okay.
And he's a sociopath, too. He's a drinker and a rage-filled fucking psycho.
Mm-hmm.
And this gave you a chuckle on the way in?
Yes, it did.
So the rule is, everybody, the rule is if you screw up just one too many job interviews, you become a stand-up comedian. That's how it happened to me, anyway. You never make it through a job interview, you know. It's such a high-pressure situation. You know, you really need that job. You get all dressed up. You go in there a couple minutes early. You're trying real hard not to make any stupid mistakes. Your first opportunity to make a stupid mistake. You make a stupid mistake. They give you that application. You accidentally put your name in the wrong box. You already didn't job. Right? Because what are you going to do? What, are you going to scribble it out? Hand in your application with a giant scribble mark right at the top. There you go. Say, did I get the job? No. Can't ask for another application either, can you? Could I have another application, please? Why? Because I put my name in the wrong box. They're going to be like, you don't need another application, sir. Because we're not hiring any idiots today. You put your name in the wrong box of a job application, you have no other option but to leave your name in the wrong box. And you're in the interview, and the guy's like, so your name is Ben Bailey? Yes. And you currently reside at 365 Ben Bailey Boulevard. Yes, I do, sir. Why, I've lived there all my life. But don't try to send me mail. I put my mailing address in the comments box. And due to a bizarre zoning coincidence, my zip code is exactly the same as the first 5 digits of my phone number. I am clearly the man for this job.
Hey, this is Ozzy Osbourne. And you're listening to Opie and Anthony. Stay fucking tuned, as I'll come and fucking kill your favorite pet.
Freeze Opie's head.
Hey, we got to get this guy in right away. He's been waiting way too long out there, and we don't like people waiting outside the studio ever.
Jim Norton.
Ever. My God, you're right, Jim. Jesus, what was I thinking?
Jim Norton.
Let's see.
Jim Norton.
Oh, Dalton. I know your name. What's up, Dalton Ross? How are you, sir?
Hey.
Jim, getting all situated, Anthony.
Of course.
From Entertainment Weekly. What's up?
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm hanging. Doing all right.
What do you do with Entertainment Weekly? You like a writer?
I watch a hell of a lot of TV, and they pay me to do that, which works out pretty well, but every once in a while I actually have to write about it.
Wow, I figured out how to do that and not even have to write about it.
Yeah, really?
Just watch TV. It's like pretty much my job is to watch TV and then come in here and just spout about things.
That must make watching TV just like a job, though.
Well, you know, it's
interesting.
You
can't enjoy it anymore.
Well, actually, I never watch it at night. Like that's my downtime. You know, it's like I actually watch it either on DVDs or tapes beforehand, or I fire up the TiVo and I watch it. And that way you get to cut out the commercials, which is nice.
TiVo must be like a boon to your industry.
Yeah, it's.
You just have to record it on video? Or?
I'd marry my TiVo if I could.
Yeah.
My wife would let it. I'd move to Utah and do that.
I like talking to other people that have stupid jobs like us.
Yeah.
Like you spend your day watching TV, and that is your job.
Yeah.
That just amazes me.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
No more videotapes, though, which was just like, ugh.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Why don't you just get rid of the goddamn videotapes? Who doesn't have a DVD player?
Jesus, rich guy. A lot of
Ri-
people out
ri-
there.
you know
Scott
something?
from Arizona probably doesn't.
You might have been able to get me with that for, maybe a few years back.
Who, Anthony? Everyone above 100th Street here in New York City. Who
Who
are you
else
kidding?
doesn't have a butler and cook?
Butler.
He doesn't have a butler. He has a cook, though.
The Opie and Bruce Wayne show. So you actually...
Sorry, Dalton, but...
That's all good.
I hear there's a big buzz on this HBO show, Louis C.K. pilot. There's supposed to be like a hot buzz in the entertainment industry about that.
Well, there's a hot buzz on anything on HBO. Pretty much, anything that can get on there. Lisa Kudrow's got a new show coming on, and everyone's...
Lisa Kudrow on HBO?
Yeah.
What's she going to be doing?
She's going to be doing sort of a show, sort of as an actress looking for a new gig, one of those sort of pseudo-real, pseudo-fake sort of shows, Entourage is coming back. Entourage is funny. I like Entourage.
The Louis C.K. thing was supposed to be huge.
Yep.
Deadwood is
Deadwood's
great.
good for...
Love Deadwood.
Waiting for the Sopranos to show up.
Well, Deadwood's great, but if you turn away, it's like The Wire. You turn away for 1 second, you have no idea what the hell's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seriously, like, don't answer the phone, don't go to the bathroom, don't make any popcorn, or else you're just completely lost.
Yeah, you'll get tripped up on the storyline. I like the use of the C word, very prominent.
I actually counted one episode.
Yeah.
They 39 times in about a 50-minute episode.
Wow.
Yeah, they throw that word around a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy. And he claims it's historically accurate. I don't know about that.
It used to be used a lot back in the olden days.
That's what he says. So David Milch, creator David Milch says. I don't know about that, but
I guess so. It's a damn entertaining program.
The Louis C.K. project didn't really have a lot of that profanity. I mean, they had like a married couple and some other stuff. It was very.
By the way, he's involved with that project.
Yes, I've noticed.
I care less about it. I'm speaking very.
So May sweeps have begun?
Yeah,
well, will begin this coming weekend, right?
They're beginning now. A lot of finales, a lot of big events. We got that Elvis thing.
Yeah, what is that?
Well, they did. It seems like every 10 years they got a new Elvis thing, right? It's like the king is still in the building, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to watch it. You got 2 nights.
You have to watch it. That's your job.
Yeah, but I know it is my job.
Watch it.
But I don't know if I would, because we all know how it's going to end, right? The dude's going to get fat. He's going to start wearing white jumpsuits and doing karate on stage.
And then he takes the dump and dies.
Sounds like the Ben Sparks story.
Yeah, and a lot of people blame his dying on the pills and stuff. I don't know. I sort of think if you got a bowl of bacon on your piano for an everyday snack, you're not going to sort of hit triple digits in the years department anyway. It's sort of, you're on borrowed time to begin with.
Yeah, Dr. Nicopolis, they all blamed Dr. Nick. They said, he gave him the pills, he killed him. But the guy wanted to stop giving him pills, and all of a sudden, you stop giving me pills, I'll buy the goddamn drugstore. So what are you going to do, not give Elvis pills?
No, you got to give Elvis
Even if he doesn't want them, you should give
them. Yeah, Elvis is going to get the damn pills.
Of course.
He's going to get the damn pills.
Absolutely.
What do you think about American Idol?
American Idol, I'm not into the singers this much this year.
No.
They're trying to do sort of the rock and roll thing with some of these guys. It's just not happening for me.
That show is all about the auditions. I watched the first, 2 or 3 shows, and then I was done.
Well,
and I said it on this program. I was done. This guy watches every episode.
But what you just said doesn't make sense. It's just about the auditions. That's all I watch. I don't watch anything else.
He's the bad guy.
Because you don't watch anything else.
Because all these dopes that think they have talent and making complete fools of themselves on national TV, I enjoyed that.
But then it takes another whole turn. It's like 2 shows in one. You get through that, and then you get to the point where you start seeing these people on a weekly basis. You find ones that are good, some that are bad, ones you want kicked off, and they keep going week after week.
Yeah.
Like that fat guy.
Are you rooting for one in particular every week?
Let me think.
Oh God, don't say that. Don't. Thank you.
I'm not rooting for one. I'm rooting for a couple to be thrown off. That Anthony Fedorov's got to go.
Yeah, he's horrible.
He stinks on ice.
Horrible.
And then the fat guy, what's his name?
Scott Sable.
Scott. He's got to go too. Both of them. They're usually in the bottom of the voting each week.
Yeah.
And then what a shocker this week.
Hold on.
Yes.
We do have a TV guy here, and we have to take this moment because Ellen DeGeneres is about to dance again.
Here she goes.
She's terrific.
Well,
here she goes.
Well, you never know when she's going to start. That's the beauty of this bit. Like she teased that she was about to start dancing, then she stopped.
Well, she's clapping for herself too. Yeah. She's pumping herself up. This is sort of a pregame routine. I think
it would disappoint the audience because they want to dance with her. Wow. Look at this, and on the other screen in the other corner we have Tony Danza. It's like Battle of the Retards. In this corner.
What do you think of these shows there,
Dalton? I think Danza and I are sort of wearing the same suit there. That's a little frightening.
Yeah,
It's like, what's that all about? I'm not a big daytime talker guy. I watch all my stuff like I got to watch the nighttime stuff during the day. So
you watch that during the day, so you don't really catch this drivel.
That's all.
Anyway, back to American Idol.
Are you on a TV show, or do you just write for him?
I write about TV shows.
It's a magazine, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Entertainment Weekly.
I know.
No, you didn't.
He's got his own stuff going on. He's got his own thing happening over there.
I love it.
Dude,
Jimmy is so self-centered.
I'm just a bad pop culture guy. I know I should know that stuff. I don't.
Let me tell you about Idol. The reason to watch Idol now is just to watch how insane Paula Abdul is every week.
She's crazy, and I'm glad people are starting to address this. From the start of the show, I was like, this woman's on drugs. There's something wrong with her.
According to this primetime special, that might not be the only thing she was on. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, a little, maybe some sex
I don't know.
going on between her and one of the contestants.
That's the rumor.
Or the judges. Maybe there's something going on. Yeah, there's a little, they're going to do a whole expose. When is that, next week?
Yeah, apparently if it airs, she's threatening to sue and stuff. We'll see what happens.
Oh, it'll air.
It'll air.
They'll send their lawyers out and make sure it airs, because now it's gotten so much publicity. It's going to do great.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with Idol, too, because the finale is the same night as the Lost finale. Both 2-hour finales the same night. So, I mean, but come on, the Idol finale, they don't do anything for an hour and 55 minutes.
I know. Yeah, you can sit around there and watch Jackoff postpone the ending for 50 minutes.
Right after the break.
Finale?
Yeah.
What's the Lost finale?
25th.
The show Lost. You ever see that? I saw one episode of it.
Oh, is a show called Lost? I'm not kidding. I thought there was like a Lost finale for American Idol. I swear to
God.
God.
Lost finale?
The Lost episode.
That's a good one. Found in Jackie Gleason's old lockers.
No, I thought there was like a mistake or something that got screwed up and they fixed it. That's
right. Yeah. No, the people on the island,
I watched one episode of that show and I was like, I could give a crap
it's
about
good.
these people on the
it's
island.
Good.
Really? You like that one?
Yeah, I like it. I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I mean, you got to stick with it. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's sort of hard to pop in and out.
Yeah, that's what it is. You can't kind of step into that show.
Right.
It's like you got to know the characters and stuff. What about, we've seen a little preview of Rosie O'Donnell's movie this Sunday where she plays the retard.
Have you heard the audio? It's really good. She's convincing.
We have that clip again?
Where is it?
We got to play
because
it for
we made a little, we noticed something here. If we could play the clip of Rosie.
What's wrong? What's up with her hair in that movie, too? Have you seen that?
She's got like a Harpo Marx, Arnold Horseshack.
It is a Horseshack
thing going on there.
It is a Horseshack, you're right.
And she's wearing Blossom's hat.
Just so she's more believable, that's all.
That's what it is.
Here's the clip there, Dalton.
And what is this, Britney Spears?
No, not Britney. I'm Cole Beth, and you're Adolfo, and you're new.
How'd you know my name?
You're new, because I know everything. Listen, you had to stop on Carlton Street.
Carlton's not a bus stop.
Oh, listen, Henry. You have to stop there because Miss Pack has a swollen up leg and she has to go to the doctor at 11. So stop on Calder Street, Rudolfo, and listen to me because I only tell you 2 times. That's it. Then you're on your own.
Morning, Mr. Breakfast.
Can I have that Mr. Cheese cereal?
Okay. Pity the poor fool. Don't eat my cereal.
Very similar, isn't it there, Dalton?
Rosie's Playhouse.
She is completely doing Pee-wee.
And everyone's saying how brilliant she is in this role. What do you think, Dalton? What goes through your head when you hear something like that?
It used to be you played a mentally challenged, I'm going to use the PC term there, and you were on the road to Oscar glory. But now it's just like, come on, Robin Williams is doing it again on screen. It's just like, wow, that's a tall order right there.
When did Robin Williams do it?
He's doing that new David Duchovny movie.
Yeah. Which is just getting panned.
Ellen's
dancing.
She's smooth.
Yay.
She is smooth.
And look at the audience is dancing with her. They're so happy to be there.
She is putting the honky and funky right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Fantastic.
You know damn well she doesn't want to dance anymore.
Why is she taking people's coats? She's insane. She's taking their coats off their chairs.
It's tough times financially for Ellen.
She's giving them to someone else.
Ellen. She's nutty.
This is crazy. Oh, my God, boy. I can't even deal. I can't deal. The public laps this crap up.
Oh,
just laps.
She's still going, too. Oh, no. She'll go for 5-10 minutes.
She's terrific.
I bet you if you talk to Ellen behind the scenes, she hates dancing. It was one of those goofy things that worked, but now everyone's like, no, it's a hit. You got to do it every show now.
Yeah. What a workout that woman's getting, though. Come on, let's be honest.
Hollywood is so good with just knowing when to let something rest.
As good as we are on this show
we're
with our bits that go on forever and ever and ever.
All right, and what is it about this other the one guy from American Idol the guy that's not supposed to be on the show anymore?
The fat guy?
Which one?
The fat
guy. He was in the Post today.
Yeah,
Scott. You mean Scott or Bo Bice?
He's just awful. Bo Bice got.
He got rung up too.
He had a record. He had and not the kind he's looking for. Well, let me he was busted for pot and coke. But then he got off the hook because he went into some kind of drug treatment program and they plea bargained it down. But it doesn't seem like American Idol really cares. He's one of the standout stars of the show this season, so they're not going to dump him.
That's right. They love the Rockers this year, although the Rocker got voted off this week. So Paula didn't seem too happy about that.
No, she was, again, just a complete emotional breakdown she had.
She looked like she was going to make out with his mom. Did you see that? She's huddling with his mom afterwards and sort of doing getting a little too close for comfort, if you ask me, if I could throw a little Jim J. Bullock in there. I don't know.
Oh, he was fantastic.
He was a genius.
He hasn't done anything since that show, which is a sin.
Hey, I believe you forgot Boogie's Diner.
Never saw that,
yeah, well, I don't think anyone saw it. Yeah.
What's that?
Constantine was singing his song that got him kicked off the show, that Nickelback song, which he did a horrible job on, and that's why he got the boot. But this Scott Savole guy, what's his name?
Savole, yeah, whatever.
Savoli? I don't know.
Whatever's clever.
He is awful. He doesn't have the Idol look. His voice is awful. He can't stay on key. And week after week, they keep voting for this guy.
And he beat up his kid's mom, right? He did something like that.
Yeah. The kid.
Well, that's just like, the cherry on top.
Constantine's mom was crying, and Paula Abdul went over and just started weeping into her face, like holding her cheeks and saying it's okay.
All right, now I got to watch it.
They keep focusing on Paula Abdul being a lunatic.
I got to watch that now.
Yeah,
that's the hook.
Apparently Scott had a legal problem too. He beat up his baby mama.
Yeah, he beat up his kid's mom or something.
Beat up his kid's mom. I don't think they care anymore. Like, they used to throw people off for this, but now it doesn't matter.
I think they're hoping to get people with records and then slowly but surely exploit this stuff as the show goes on to get the press going.
But he's a gangster.
Hey, so May Sweeps has begun, technically. Anyone doing anything really crazy?
Well, there are a few things going on. I guess you got, first of all, Britney Spears. People can never get enough Britney Spears. She actually has a reality show with her husband, Kevin Federline. I love it. I'm going to read you this is from UPN, direct from UPN. This is how they describe the program. It's going to be airing starting May 17th. International icon Britney Spears and husband Kevin Federline share their personal love story through exclusive, never-before-seen private home videos they shot themselves during their courtship, engagement, and wedding. It's like, where is the barf bag when you need it? Right there. It's literally home movies. It's like home movies.
Yeah, sitting down and watching Britney's home movies.
Yeah. Good stuff, though. Good stuff.
That guy, now that he's knocked her up, he's going to move on. He's going to move on to hot pieces of asses, because now he's very famous because he was, he's the guy that knocked up Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Now he's on the cover. Now he's on the cover by himself on all these magazines. His star is rising.
You're right.
And he will move on to young snatch.
Well, he sort of did. He did what Chris Judd did, and he sort of kicked it up a notch. He married the hottie and he got her pregnant.
You know what show is so underrated, and it's one of the best shows on television right now? Life on a Stick. Have you seen that on?
So not with you on that. So not with you.
I can't even fake it.
I actually watched Stacked. Have you watched Stacked yet?
No.
That's the Pamela Anderson one, and I said this actually almost makes Life on a Stick look good. Almost.
Really?
Not quite. That's really bad too. Yeah.
Hey, we got the Life on a Stick promo, Anthony.
Oh,
we were supposed to play these weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear this.
Because you noticed how awful
they've been promoting this show forever, and the promos that they were playing on Fox during American Idol and other shows on Fox, it was like they were trying to get you to not watch this. It was so completely devoid of anything interesting or funny that you would watch, and it almost looked like an SNL sketch or a Mad TV sketch of a show that wasn't supposed to be funny.
Yeah, that's pretty right on.
It was horrid.
Maybe it's a Geico commercial.
Then you don't know until they say, why have you called Geico?
All right, let's play the promo here and take a listen to this.
For some, the dream is to become an idol. For others, it's wieners.
Look at all those customers. We're going to imitate them. Wieners, wieners, wieners. Some thick and some are thin. If we sing that, the police will come.
Introducing Life on a Stick.
Once in a while, a hot dog comes along.
Premieres tomorrow after American Idol on Fox.
Okay!
He's singing about hot dogs. That's hilarious.
That is so bad. I could, and watching these, you're like, this has to be a joke.
And the show's worse, yeah.
What's the show about?
I think it's two guys that work in a hot dog type restaurant that looks like a McDonald's for hot dogs. I've never seen any type of restaurant like this. And it's their hijinks with their stereotypical Indian, I guess he is, or Arab, I can't even tell, a boss that always, goofs on them, and they goof on him back, and they're really stupid, sort of trying to be like Beavis and Butthead type characters.
Dude, when did Hollywood become so irrelevant with any type of real character portrayal? Like, when did it stop being anything that was real or meaningful? It's just shit.
These over-the-top bad characters.
None of it's funny.
No.
It's not ironic. It's awful.
Maybe, now, we only heard one. Maybe, do we have another one?
Yeah, let's try another.
Let's try another. Maybe
Give it a second chance.
Maybe I judged too quickly?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Laz and Fred dreamed of having it all. They got wieners.
This job sucks. Yeah, except for the hats. They're outstandingly tall.
Introducing Life on a Stick.
Your stepbrother has condemned us all to hell. We're not in hell.
Premieres tomorrow after American Idol on Fox.
They couldn't find one moment that might even give you a chuckle to put on their promos. Not a one.
The only people I want killed more than those actors and writers is the fucking studio audience members that are howling in the background.
Howling.
That had to be sweetened. There's no way.
Oh, that's all machines.
That's all machines.
Nitrous into
Your brother
the
doomed us to
audience.
hell. Hell's hot.
Yeah, they went back to the wiener joke.
funny.
Fox tomorrow. Everything they know about life.
What if we deep fried everything in Mr. Hutt's office?
They're learning at the food court.
You will all go to prison for the rest of your life.
Introducing Life on a Stick.
What were you thinking? Just now? See, this is why I would rather not parent. It's just frustrating.
Premieres tomorrow after American Idol
Look at Jimmy.
on Fox.
Jimmy is ready to jump through the window.
It's the cadence. It's, music, music, music. Bah! Silence, and then the line is delivered. It's the same thing on every promo, and they suck.
You're scaring Dalton.
No, it's funny you mention that, but it's funny because that's the way all the promos are constructed. And even if you put a funny joke in there, by the way it's constructed, it's just not even funny.
Right.
If you take like a one-liner out of a show with no context and just put it after some bad music, it's just like, what do you got? Nothing.
It's just crap.
Yeah.
They deserve it. I love it.
Life on a Stick. Premiering on Fox. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you have more on May Sweeps there?
Yeah, well, hey, tell about another show going by Star Trek's getting canceled.
Yes, the latest installment,
yeah,
Enterprise.
Enterprise, May 13th will be the finale. It's actually funny. Our West Coast office is right across the street from UPN, and one of our writers was driving in, and he saw two people out front picketing UPN. So I'm thinking if you're UPN and you see only two people out front, like bemoaning the cancellation of one of your shows, you probably made the right call.
You can't pull the plug quickly enough. Yeah, there was, anytime any of the Star Trek shows go off, you get the geek letter writing and geek protesting, but there's really not that many, like you said, two guys out there. And this show, I'm a pretty big Star Trek fan, but just never really got me.
Yeah, it started off with a little promise, but it just never hooked on. I was sort of a Next Generation guy. I sort of liked that one, but this just did nothing.
I like
for
the
me.
Next Generation original series, of course, classic, and then the movies, all of them I like, except the first one.
Another show going.
Wrath of Khan, baby. Wrath of Khan
is like the best.
Yeah.
He tasks me. Yeah, the first one, it's like, hey, could you fire a fucking phaser? Could you do something? It was the most boring trying to be like 2001: A Space Odyssey, but it's Star Trek. You want to see, some combat and stuff. So then when Wrath came out, it's like,
it was great.
This is great.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Another show going by Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah, May 16th. The good news is that they're not going to try and do some Seinfeld, wrap everything up, some grand. It's just going to be
They
pretty
didn't really
much
wrap up Seinfeld. They're still sitting in that jail.
that they
somewhere.
are in that jail, so doing hard time
with the fat guy.
But it's basically gonna be like a regular episode. They're gonna do like an hour-long clip show beforehand, then they'll do sort of a regular half-hour goodbye, and we'll hope for the best. The show slid for me. I used to think it was very, very funny. Past year or two just hasn't really hit it as much for me. Probably best to go out now.
First season, I watched it and thought it was really good. As a matter of fact, I actually was having to defend it with Opie. I remember him saying, all these sitcoms that are coming. I go, no, that one's pretty good. And then it just really started stinking.
Yeah, it's sort of, it's hard when you're on that long, you just say fresh and new, and it just,
Oh, tell us about it.
I can't be bothered with the sitcoms like Everybody Loves Raymond. I mean, I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's my show, man. That's the type of thing I want to see more of.
Buy the DVD box sets like Taxi, all that stuff, watch it, and just let the networks just go into the toilet with those awful shows. Buy the old show, All in the Family. They're just the greatest.
Buy the old shows, watch them,
Bob Newhart just came out on DVD. Hilarious.
How brilliant was the ending of that show with Suzanne Pleshette?
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Survivor.
Survivor.
I used to be a huge Survivor fan. I saw the first maybe 3 or 4, and then I just kind of faded away as a viewer.
I think it comes and goes. It's really like it's one of those. It has good seasons and bad seasons, and it sort of depends on the cast. And I think this season's actually been pretty good. Last season was a stinker. This one I think's been pretty good. You know, they had that one tribe just got decimated all the way down, and so I think it's been a pretty good season. What is interesting though is they got Boston Rob and Amber from the All-Stars. They're on The Amazing Race. That finale is May 10th. And then they're going to air their wedding on May 24th. I just don't see how that's interesting unless Boston Rob is somehow, swindling the florist. I don't know really where the intrigue's going to come from that.
Yeah, I have no idea.
For chicks, I guess.
Maybe she doesn't
about the show.
Maybe she doesn't show up to the wedding.
Oh, there you go.
And then there's a police investigation. Maybe she went out jogging.
Maybe
before
she
the
goes
wedding.
out jogging, turns up missing.
Went jogging down the beach.
The police declared a criminal case.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, their whole appeal is just how down and dirty they can get in a gaming strategic element. I don't know what's going to happen with that wedding.
Well, Survivor's still getting the ratings though.
Yeah, 20 million people. I mean, 20 million people. It's pretty crazy.
I know nobody that watches it. Like I don't even. It doesn't have that water cooler talk that it did the first couple of seasons, that's for sure.
Nothing really has water cooler talk now. It seems in a sense because the way that it is, you TiVo it, not everyone's watching it when it's on.
At the same time.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
People bring bottled water to work.
That's
right.
part of the problem.
Tough Crowd had that. That's the last show. It was a Tough Crowd.
Tough Crowd. Colin Quinn's Tough Crowd.
There he goes again.
You make a
good show.
He makes a really good point, though. When Seinfeld was on Thursday nights, Friday, everybody was talking about it around work.
ER was another show people talked
all those,
about a lot.
I mean, you can
NYPD
name
Blue.
a million of those shows, but with the TiVo and everything else,
Frenzy,
they're so right. They're watching it at all different times, and we're not syncing up as a society as far as our TV viewing anymore.
People in our office are literally walking around in the mornings with their hands over their ears because they don't want to hear people talking about it. I mean, you almost don't want to talk about it and ruin it for someone.
Yeah. That's the best way to talk about it.
That's
spoil it. Go ahead.
Wreck it for everybody.
Family Guy.
Family Guy and American Dad.
And American Dad.
Seth MacFarlane's new. He was on here, right? Did you guys have him on?
Yeah, we had Seth on and Alex, who does Lois. And I couldn't be happier that they're bringing that show back. I just hope they don't lose their edge because the climate's different now,
Here's what's interesting about it. Okay, we know the show was on, right? It got canceled. It comes out on DVD. Huge smash. But a huge smash for DVD is about 2 million. I think it's sold about 2 million. The question is it going to be able to do network numbers to stay on a network? That's really, because if 2 million people are passionate about it, they watch, but that's all it watches. We all know that's a flop for networks. So are other people now going to come to the party? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that.
What do you think, Arrested Development coming back or no?
I really hope so. I think it's hilarious. I think it's great. It's funny. It's inventive. It's different. It's what TV needs. What's really interesting about it is all these fans trying to save shows. We told about the two people on Star Trek, but Fox has actually organized their own Save Arrested Development campaign, which is really sort of odd.
Yeah, aren't they the ones that really make the
they make the decision, but they've started a website and they're like sending out T-shirts and doing all this stuff. It gives prestige to Fox Network. I know that's almost an oxymoron to put prestige and Fox Network in the same sentence, but it really doesn't do big numbers. They put after The Simpsons, it's still not doing it, but it's hilarious. It's just great.
It is, and it just goes to show you the kind of crap that the public in general licks up.
Oh, yeah.
Just garbage gets numbers, and then anything new, inventive, a little different, something that might take a little more thought or some getting used to than just plopping down in front of the same basic formula-driven sitcom crap. It doesn't do well because people are just stupid.
They don't want to. Yeah, they just want to. They want to tune out. They don't want to think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I mean, there's like my friend and I were talking, and TV in general is just so watered down. And I mean, is it because of the mentality?
Well, I think it's also that there's so much more out there, and the whole market's so saturated. So there are still good programs on television. Probably if you count up the number of good television shows on television now, if you include cable, there used to be, you get the same number, even more. Right. But it's just the crapola meter's out of control on the other side. So there is some good stuff there, but you have to weed through so much bad stuff just to get to it.
Yeah, but we were watching. I never saw Arrested Development. Was it second or third season?
Second season.
And he's like, dude, this show is just like. I'm like, well,
It's great. You got to check it out. That's why the DVDs are great. You can go back, get the DVDs, see the whole first season, and it's David Cross is in it, and he's hysterical, and it's something you wouldn't expect to see on Fox, which is probably the best endorsement for it.
Very good. All right. Anything else in May Sweeps we haven't covered? I know Oprah's doing some kind of wacky shows. She's getting like twins together. One's really, really fat, and the other one's very thin and petite.
Wow!
And for some reason, that's a big deal. And then there's then she's doing another one on twins where one of them had a sex change. She's going that route.
She's going the Maury route with the freaks.
Yeah, I guess
freak show kind of thing.
Yeah, I saw some commercials on that, and I'm thinking that's not what Oprah does.
Got to give Maury his props, man. That guy's been around for a lot of talk shows come and go. Maury Povich knows what works. Bring on the freaks and the DNA tests.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
The only shows he does is bring on, baby mama and bring on the daddy, do a little DNA testing, see if it's the father. And then, on the other hand, he brings in little progeria kids and fat infants and other freaks. He's like P.T. Barnum.
You gotta wonder what his dad, Shirley Povich, who is just an incredibly well-respected journalist, is thinking in his grave when he sees Maury doing some of that stuff. I don't know.
Well, I think
I don't think he's really thinking.
Yeah, I don't think he's thinking too much.
Probably thinking, look at the house Maury lives in. What a dope I was.
Sticking it out at the Washington Post for all those years. Yeah, no, that's there's some other specials. The Muppets are back. I don't know. I got a soft spot in my heart for the Muppets. I don't know. I like Animal.
Yeah. You know what I am? They took a picture with De Niro and he turned me down. He takes a picture with
he took a picture with Muppets.
Fucking cloth puppets. Ugh, that really hurt.
Should have put a little mop on your head.
Yeah.
Walked up to him.
I'm sure he would have loved that.
Bob? Poke him with a big fuzzy finger.
All right, we want to thank Dalton Ross for stopping in.
Thanks,
we're going to
guys.
let him go.
I know.
We would let you go. We have to do the news and a couple other things. We'd love to have you part of the program from time to time. Come in and do some TV stuff with us.
Absolutely, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Sure.
All right.
My pleasure.
What are we plugging here? Entertainment Weekly?
Entertainment Weekly. It's a good plug. I do a... Yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah,
it's not worth plugging other stuff, Show up here and there. Entertainment Weekly, that's the weekly gig. That's what pays the bills.
Yeah. Do articles on people and stuff?
Yeah. Better watch out.
All right, it's Dalton Ross, everyone. When we get back, we got Dee Dee doing the news from Washington.
Oh.
So we'll do that in just a few minutes.
Let's do it!
The Opie and Anthony Show.
All right.
I want a Frappuccino.
Shut up.
Hold on. 3, 4, 5. Get me a goddamn chocolate chip medium Frappuccino and a straw.
You ought to put the pedometer on Travis.
That's right.
They log up a few hundred miles. Look at him run.
Hey, Ben, what is the pedometer saying?
I don't have
4. Oh, okay.
4 steps.
It's in the office. I didn't.
He's up to 4. He usually does 10 steps.
Oh, it's in the office.
Ow! No. What happened?
His back hurts. He a little
My lower back is killing me. Picked up some nephews and nieces yesterday. Running around with them.
Oh, no. Would you hurt your back closing the trunk?
Jesus. Master Poe's giving me all sorts of advice. Kick your legs up. That will release the pressure on your lower back. MP.
Interesting little story here.
I know.
Rocker Tommy Lee. Yeah. Of course, we know he has a thing for big blondes. So no one was surprised when he met a 6-foot Pamazon.
Like Amazon with a P.
At Seattle's Club Medusa, and started in with the hot and heavy tonsil hockey. He's making out with a chick, a big blonde. Looked like Pam, I guess, at this club. But later in the evening, a snitch for the Enquirer saw Tommy's turn-on lifting, and in quotes, it says, her skirt to hit the head at the men's room urinal. Tommy seemed none the wiser when he was seen leaving hand-in-hand with his Pamela look-alike, but we're guessing he may have gotten a surprise package later. A little thing for trannies?
Did you see that jerk?
But the tranny got a surprise package, too. It's called jaundice.
What do you think Tommy was more shocked at, the surprise in her pants or the surprise in his pool?
He was surprised to see that little youngster making out with the drain.
Holy crap.
Wow. Happy birthday. Oops. Blow out the candles. Oh, no need to. They're wet. So everyone's crying.
Dee Dee, save me. Save me, Dee Dee. Good morning, Dee Dee.
I always forget the pool thing, and you always remind me.
I love the pool thing.
Surprise.
All right, Dee Dee's going to save us.
Oh, who is he, Lou Costello?
How? A classic pool accident. There's someone in the...
That's what happened.
Hold on, Dee Dee.
Hello, 911 operator. There's somebody in the... Abed! 911, what's your emergency? There's somebody in the...
Hey, we lost Dee Dee.
What happened?
I don't know. I said hold on.
Where'd she go?
This was Dee Dee's segment.
Dee Dee!
Dee Dee!
She didn't have something happen in a pool, did she? Knowing her, who knows?
Who knows?
Right?
She
Who knows?
got spanked.
Who knows?
Dirty girl. Dirty little cricket.
She's a dirty, dirty girl.
Oh, she's naughty.
She sure is. Is she calling back? All right, here's Dee Dee.
Here's Dee Dee.
Dee Dee.
Dee Dee.
Oh my God, you hung the phone up on me.
No.
Not intentional.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
We need you today.
Okay.
You want to do the news today?
Sure, I only have a few minutes though because I have to go back in my studio soon.
And
Traffic?
Traffic, yep. Chicago, Dallas. I'm still doing Dallas for a few more weeks, and Minneapolis.
I gotta tell you, I hate the traffic channels at XM.
Why? Opie, why?
They're really boring.
Well, it's not.
Well, then, you have over 100 channels to choose from, so listen to another one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why am I listening to the traffic for Chicago? I'm not in Chicago.
You tune to New York.
Oh.
You don't listen to Chicago traffic.
No.
Don't you know how this works?
I was just, taking a listen to all the other channels on XM. And I'm like,
I got it on my preset.
I'm like,
I need traffic.
Who
Boom.
would spend their time in the car commuting listening to the traffic for Atlanta?
Yeah.
There's a whole channel dedicated to traffic and weather in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. You hear that new channel, Deep Traffic, where they actually just go over like if there's any backed up bike paths and little alleys that people walk through.
Deep Traffic.
That is very good.
All right.
Tune into that. Yes, Dee Dee.
Okay, I have a hot tween story for you.
Oh, a hot tween.
Yes.
Love the tweens.
Tweens, yes. 5 Springfield, Ohio kids have been arrested accused of taping themselves having sex.
Wow.
Yep. The sex tape was discovered just 2 days ago when detectives say one of the teens involved showed it to her little brother. He told his mother, and she went to the sheriff. The 4 girls and 1 boy range in age from 12 to 17.
Who is the lucky boy?
I know.
Probably the 17-year-old.
Wow.
And
like
the
I said, who's the lucky boy?
How old were the girls?
Between 12 and 17.
Mm.
Yeah. Chinese disease. Too young. And then the tape is marked porno.
Yeah?
The tape is marked porno on the side, says one lieutenant familiar with the case, and it's a true description, he says. I'm not going into details of what's on the tape. It's appalling, says one detective.
I'm not going into details because I don't want to waste any more time that could be spent watching this movie again and again.
Very good, Anthony.
They're not going into details of what's on the tape, so use your imagination.
What tough detective is looking at that and being appalled?
I don't know.
Stop.
It's hot.
You're going to watch it and crank it.
Suck it, kid.
They're all kids.
Oh, God.
All kids just having fun like kids do.
That's right. Maybe.
Did you ever make a sex tape?
They were
what, an 8mm film?
They were consenting infants.
Back in the olden days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have any sex tapes out there, Dee Dee?
No, thank God, I'm sure. Cause no, I don't. Mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
You're sure what? You destroyed the tape?
No, I don't.
Uh-oh.
You do, don't
she
you?
taped it once.
Dirty girl. We're not yelling green yet. You tell us a little bit about this.
I don't have a tape out there.
Dirty girl, Dee Dee.
I don't have a tape.
You think you got rid of the tape.
There are no tapes of me.
No?
We being paddled by an African-American gentleman?
With his schlong.
With his UPS uniform on?
Yeah.
UPS. Go UPS. I got some news from Peru, too.
Peru.
All right.
Lima, Peru. The government politely are asking residents to refrain from making endangered frog smoothies. Peruvian officials saved some 4,000 endangered frogs from being whizzed into popular drinks after they were found hidden in a fridge. We were checking the fridges when out jumped a frog. It had escaped when they were in some big crates over there. A spokeswoman for Lima City Hall said on Thursday, the frogs are used for cocktails. They put them in cocktails because they're supposed to have some kind of aphrodisiac qualities.
I told you the frogs were disappearing. I said that 2 weeks ago on this fine program.
It's true.
So, don't
Frog
drink
smoothie.
frog smoothies.
Gives me the shits.
That's why they call it a toadstool.
Well, you know.
Your news stinks today.
No, it's good, Dee Dee.
I liked it. I like the tween story. A frog thing.
Time to do anything, though.
No time. We've been asking you to do the news all week.
Yeah, but I've been very busy, and then I came
Busy.
on and I said 10 a.m., and here it is at, 10:40 almost. Told you, it's busy here in traffic land.
All right. Let's hear your next story. Maybe it's a little better.
How about nurses unwittingly ate pot brownies when they were at work?
Ooh.
Yes.
Saucy.
Saucy, yeah, there you go.
You're getting this stuff from the Weekly World News. We want hard-hitting news on this program.
I have a producer who did this for me, actually. Some kid did this for me, young Mike Nelson.
Young
I'm
Mike
very
Nelson,
busy. I need a producer.
All right. Well, let's hear about the...
Nurses eating pot?
Sure.
Okay. 12 employees, including some nurses at California's Sierra Vista Regional Medical Center, ate a plate of brownies while on shift. Authorities now suspect were laced with marijuana. A hospital employee's family member allegedly brought the brownies to the hospital on April 20th. So a spokesperson said that patients weren't endangered because managers and other staff quickly filled in when the employees started feeling a little bit ill and high. So, it is a little bit funny, but the spokesperson said, it's not really.
Well, thank God no one was hurt.
Right.
That's
Yes.
all I can say about that.
I know.
Thank
Can you
goodness.
imagine that, though?
Yeah, put itching powder on someone's catheter, just laugh.
And got some Hollywood news.
Oh, little entertainment news.
Yeah, Katie Holmes, Tom Cruise, they now announced their item. And Katie is saying that she's not a virgin. She's saving herself for Mr. Right.
That she's not a virgin, but she's saving... What is she saving, the balloon nut?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I mean, she is a virgin.
Oh.
I'm like half asleep. I took some Ambien last night, so I'm a little groggy.
What do you think she's doing for Tom if she's not a virgin?
Well, that makes that rumor about Tom. Maybe it's true, because, him and Nicole, they adopted those kids.
Me and Dee Dee, we know what's going on out there. I said the same thing, and these guys aren't agreeing with me.
I'm telling you, come on now. Now Nicole is saying she wants some of her own children coming out of her. Come on now. They adopted the kids. It was all for show, I bet.
No, he just didn't want to wreck that nice body on Nicole Kidman. I wouldn't. If I was married to Nicole Kidman and she tried to have a kid, I would go bonkers, pardon my French.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why would he be with a virgin? And he's 42. Come on now.
Yeah, that's a little weird. I mean, yeah.
Hello?
He's on to something.
And it just sucks that everybody knows that she's a virgin and you're not getting laid.
Maybe she's a technical virgin.
Technical virgin?
Maybe, Eric, she's a technical virgin.
That could be. Technical virgins are technically virgins, but, they could definitely satisfy their men.
Yep.
Other areas, other things to do.
That's right.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa, that was a big snort.
No, I was just thinking about something about other ways. Never mind.
All right, hold on. We got a commercial for the technical virgin.
I've got big plans for my future. A good college, a career, maybe even my own business someday. But one thing I'm not planning on is getting pregnant. That's why I choose anal sex. I mean, sure, it hurts a little, and I wind up walking funny for a day or two. But I think my future's worth it. Anal sex, the smart choice for your future.
What do you think, Dee Dee? I heard
backdoor action.
Oh, never mind.
Is that your thing, Dee Dee?
I don't like it all the time. I told you guys this before.
You're not into the back door looking like an ass cave?
Anal? Not all the time. It has to be with somebody I really like and feel safe with.
You don't like it with white gentlemen?
Where are you getting off that? I never did the jungle fever thing.
Good girl.
All right.
Yet.
Well, you were hinting to something just before we played that yeah, all right. So they're not having sex, but there's other ways. What do you mean by that? You were thinking you were thinking of other ways.
Well, blowjobs, yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada.
I'm looking at the time. I have to do that.
Thank you, Elaine. Jesus.
Sorry.
You ever just spit in your hand and help out a friend?
Prison lube.
I was actually asking Ant.
All right.
Yeah. Well.
You got one more story for us?
No, I don't. I actually have to do. Ask Don. He knows what it's like. Wiki, ask him. I really have to do the weather.
Back to traffic.
Back to traffic.
The damn traffic.
You don't have like.
Maybe you know what? Maybe I can call up and you guys can listen to me do the traffic while I'm recording it.
Do you have to run down to there to do it in time?
Yeah, I have to go run and do it right now.
Yeah.
And then.
Oh my God! Everyone knows the traffic is the same every freaking day.
Yeah, it's no
big
big
deal.
No, it's not, because sometimes there's disabled vehicles and
just
accidents.
run the tape you
wrong.
ran last time.
Absolutely.
That's right.
There's a 5-mile delay. Traffic is backed up because somebody dropped a Sirius satellite radio on the highway.
You know, one time I'm going to do the traffic for you guys.
Crews are attempting to move it.
We don't do traffic. We've never done the dumb stuff on our show. Well, we do dumb stuff, but not on purpose. We don't do traffic and weather and that type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
All right, Dee Dee.
I think we should do a weather forecast every day. Let folks know what they're in for.
You want me to get some weather together and do it for you next
No.
No, it's fine, Dee Dee. Thank you.
Bye, Dee Dee.
Jesus, Dee Dee, just go away.
We're gonna let you
I mean, thank you so much.
The times we got to get you out of here.
Have a good day, weekend.
Bye.
Yeah, we're gonna. What are you doing this weekend, Dee Dee?
My parents left yesterday, so I'm having a man over for the weekend.
Oh my God! How long were your parents in town?
Oh God, 2 weeks.
Oh, so you are just all horned up and ready to go this weekend, huh?
Yes, I am.
Who's the lucky fella?
No comment.
Who is the lucky fella?
A guy.
Yeah? How horny are you right now, Dee Dee?
Let's just say I'm chewing a lot of ice today.
Oh, is that what you're doing? You're horny?
She's trying to control herself. Her parents were in town for 2 weeks, and they finally left, and she's getting some action tonight.
Wow. Oh, worked
tonight.
up.
What kind of action you think? Are you going to have to be yelling the word green a lot tonight?
I'm not yelling green.
Oh, you're just going to let it keep going, huh?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got to go do traffic.
You have the lacrosse team coming over to you? No, I didn't find you if my mouth wasn't cold. I didn't say lacrosse cream.
Oh, my God.
Some of that's zilch.
All right, Dee Dee, could you give us a full report on your sex on Monday? Will there be spanking involved?
Possibly.
Will you be doing the spanking?
Possibly.
You going to get a Roman war helmet,
You never know. I try to be spontaneous. So.
I want to see Dee Dee get a Roman war helmet from an Asian gentleman. So it looks more like Roman goggles. This is Roman war helmet. Nice try.
All right, I'll give you an update on Monday about how my weekend was.
All right, we'd love to hear about it, all right?
Okay.
One of our favorite people from Washington, Dee Dee, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Dee Dee.
And that caller said, we're the scene when Eric Logan takes Beth to his barber.
We should play What Did We Learn Today? We haven't played that in a while.
Yeah, it was very educational today.
Let's go to Marion, one half of the retarded, Laverne and Shirley.
Hi, guys. How we doing?
Hey, Beth.
How you doing? Hey, Ben. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Beth.
Make it fast, because there's not much of a buzz on your character anymore on this program.
Hey, come on. Diane, and so am I.
What?
We're working.
So? I don't care. Everyone works.
Been up to visit you. We both work, and she's working every day.
Oh, she got a job.
She's doing really good. Yeah, I talk to her every day.
I don't care.
Hey, guys.
I don't care.
Yes, Marion.
She's doing yours. She's even doing career drinking.
What?
She's doing... You shut that thing off.
All right, what is she doing?
She's not even drinking anymore.
Yeah, sure.
Really? And you know, she got a job offer yesterday to go work in Newark Airport in 2 weeks.
A job offer or an actual job?
No, a job offer. She got to go to Newark next week.
What, as a 767?
They're going to use her panties as one of those things you put the bags through.
To work on airplanes and stuff.
Those minivan things.
To work on airplanes?
Yeah, to clean the airplane.
Now I do care. What is she doing on a fucking airplane?
Yeah, what kind of job would she have there at the airport?
They told her she's going to go put an application in next week to go work at Newark Airport starting in the middle of May. She's going to be cleaning the airplanes.
Cleaning the airplanes?
Yes. She's working at Dunkin' Donuts right now, right around the corner from my house.
Great. Look for Dunkin' Donuts stock to plummet
but she's doing
on
good.
unexplained resource loss.
I hear from her every day. As a matter of fact, yesterday, listen to me, guys. We went for a walk yesterday, and she's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah?
No, she hasn't.
Yes, she has.
She hasn't.
It's all
She
relative.
has too.
Yeah, she lost about 80 pounds. It's called a son.
She's been cutting back on her drinking. Hey, I've lost more weight, so hey, you know. But she wanted me to call you to tell you, don't forget about us. We'll be up to visit you hopefully sometime soon.
She should get a job cleaning trains.
Oh, come on.
They could get a little messy on that cow catcher on the front.
Yes,
She
has to
really
Windex the
good.
front.
Hey, guys, when you see her, you'll be amazed at how much she's changed in the last year.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
And her roommate is still around, and he's doing good.
That's just wonderful.
That's fantastic.
Everybody's doing good. So how's everything with you guys?
Shut up!
Oh.
No.
No one wants to hear you asking how we're doing.
I miss you guys. Come on, I can't hear you guys that much in the morning because you come on at 7, and I got to be in work before 7.
All right,
But
Marion.
I'm off today because I have a day off.
All right, Marion, thank you.
All right, I wanted to call you to say hi.
Thank you
and
for
tell
the
you
update.
that we miss you guys, and we still love you.
Thank you for the update.
Thanks,
Okay, we'll talk to you soon.
Wait.
Yeah? Bye.
Click.
No, we have to play.
Never take a call from them again?
Well, there
Truth
was
or dare?
No, there was one time where
It'd be a fun game.
the retard Laverne and Shirley gave us just great radio when they were doing movie lines.
Oh, they were doing movie scripts. We would give them
I mean,
a
movie
piece
scripts.
of a script,
right.
and they would actually
well, they
read
do
dialogue
movie scenes and
from the movie.
from famous movies.
We did Pulp Fiction once.
Do you have a short clip there, Eric? Not really, probably, right? He's going through the whole thing.
That was my favorite. Was their scene from Pulp Fiction that they did?
All right, Eric's looking for it.
Marcelous.
Oh my God, Lance Crawl's calling in. The Lance Crawl?
Ooh,
are you kidding me?
Pop him on,
Lance.
What's up?
Hey.
Is this you?
This is moi.
Lance,
Crawl.
I'm in
Talk
trouble,
about
Lance.
bad radio. Are you guys ready for 10 minutes of awful radio?
Really?
No, because if this doesn't flow, you're out of here in 45 seconds.
I know.
You better impress us in 30 seconds.
Just a flare.
Yeah, actually,
Lance.
I was actually on. I was supposed to go on with you guys about a week ago, and before me was who was it from SNL? Black guy, really funny.
Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Tracy.
And I was listening to this, and I was like, this guy is killing. He's slaying, and I'm just I can't do that.
We love
I was
Tracy
so nervous,
Morgan.
and then they called and they said, we can't do it today. We'll have to reschedule. Oh, thank God.
We actually got a cool bio on you, bro, and it says this is actually interesting to me. 2nd degree black belt. You trained for the Olympic team in '88 and '92, and you were ranked number 3 in North America in Taekwondo.
That is correct.
You still work out and stuff, right?
Yeah, I go to the YMCA and kick the bag. I'm completely out of that element now. I blew my knee in the middle of a fight in 1996, and I did a spinning kick on my knee in midair. Didn't hit anything. Just twisted completely around, tore up all the cartilage, ripped out my leg. Yeah.
Did Mr. Miyagi rub his hands together and put it on your leg?
No, I did not get up and do the crane. I did not.
Dude, I don't take martial arts. A friend of mine took it, and he said the key to, like, martial arts, he's like, if you're going to be good at it, he said, it's about, like, thinking, and, like, a lot of times, it's like,
Yeah. Yes. I agree. Completely.
Lance Crawl of the Lance Crawl Show on Spike TV.
What just happened?
Nothing. He just,
What the hell was that?
I don't know why you're laughing. I thought it was a good question.
It's actually, well, it's about mentality, basically.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily, it's about the physical, but his point is that it's about the mental as well. It's like,
okay. I didn't know you were asking me a question. You just sort of dropped off there.
No. I would say it's about a discipline, too, as well as physical.
Yeah, there was a question in there.
Yes, there was. It's totally mental. I mean, you've got to, you're in there, you're fighting. I mean, people at that level are getting kicked the crap out of them, and you have to sort of, I mean, it's just like boxing. It's the same thing, you have to believe that you're going to win. You have to focus and all that. I mean,
you know Joe Rogan?
Do I know Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
I've heard of him, but I don't know him.
He would give you a good fight.
He's a good friend of ours. He's a comedian. He hosts Fear Factor, and he's like you are, man. He's an animal. He's like a Taekwondo.
He's like
expert.
He's like a real TV star.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I agree.
No, stop.
I just want to know what the Lance Crawl show is about.
I really don't.
I would like.
You
to
really
know.
don't. But you
No,
have
can
to
I?
ask that
All right, before you give the what the show's about, and then we go, hey, thanks, Lance, for calling, and we all go home happy.
Right.
I got to tell you one thing, though.
Uh-huh.
I was a huge fan of the Joe Schmo Show.
Oh, thanks, man.
And I'm not even joking anymore
You're
here.
not even just saying that.
You were Kip the Gay Guy on the Joe Schmo Show.
Yeah,
Who knew
it's
that Kip the Gay Guy could kick some serious ass?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Joe Schmo Show?
I
man?
did indeed.
I'm not even kidding. I love that show. I thought it was a great gag.
It was fun, man. It was.
I thought you guys could have got a little more vicious and stuff. Basically, it was another one of these reality shows, pretty much taking Big Brother and stuff. Well, basically the whole reality show genre, and it was all actors except for one guy, Joe Schmo, basically.
Matt Kennedy Gould.
And they controlled the whole game, and this guy had no idea that they were all actors around him. And I thought it was a lot of fun to watch every week.
Yeah, it was.
Cliche
and we
reality
could have got
show
more
things.
vicious, but the guy was so delicate. I mean, who knew he'd be so damn fragile? He started busting out crying the first eviction ceremony when
that was
that
really
guy
cool.
left. And after that happened, we were like, okay, so we can't get we can't go too far.
It was so hokey. And I mean, was he onto the gag at all now that the show was over?
It's funny. I mean, all my friends thought, okay, the big twist is going to be he's in on it. And he really wasn't. He's really that completely immersed into that reality. He thought that was, it was bizarre. I mean, he still has a hard time accepting the fact that I'm not a gay Cuban. So
yeah, at the end of the show, they're kicking, someone from the house out, right? And they all had these plates. And they had to, when the guy was voted off for the girl, they had to take their plate up to the host.
It was ridiculous.
And the host, what's his name again? It was
Ralph Garman.
Yeah, Ralph.
Yeah.
Who's he does a pretty good job doing radio for Kevin and Bean, actually.
Yeah.
And
he's married, by the way.
Did he?
Not to a porn star.
And then he takes the plate and just shatters it in the fireplace every week. And I'm like, come on.
Dust to dust. Yada, yada, you're dead.
It was a ridiculous reality show ceremony. A great parody of those ridiculous ceremonies.
The whole show was exactly what Ann said, a parody of the reality shows, but I don't know. There was something about it. I loved it. And then they tried to do a second season.
Didn't work.
It didn't work because they were onto it?
Yeah, well, they cast a girl that was just way too smart for their own good, and she caught onto it like day one. And after about the third episode, she kept asking so many questions that they didn't want to pollute the other guy, so they finally admitted it to her. And then all of a sudden, she was now part of the game, and it just got so messy, and it just didn't have the same.
Yeah.
It seems like one of the things with reality shows, because I mean, it just seems like they all start off one way,
right.
And then like just through the whole process, I mean, everybody kind of winds up not too sure.
Right.
Well, that's a good question, Jerry. Why is this guy laughing?
You're making no sense to me. I keep thinking that you're saying a statement, and then I don't hear the question at the end. You go, "That's
God, that is so weird." I totally caught that one.
It's more about like they'll start one way, and they all seem just to morph into this like odd, confusing thing that makes no sense. They almost do it on purpose because they think that putting the twist is more important than doing interesting TV.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to say,
nuts.
Lance.
I agree.
They all do it, too.
All right, Lance, what's the Lance Kroll show about?
It is sort of my way of not being an insecure actor. And I just said, well, no one's going to cast me, so I'm just going to have to make my own show. And so I did, and Spike said, okay, we'll do 8 episodes, leave us alone. And so me and my buddies, we all grabbed a camera and shot a show. I mean, it's like kind of an unbelievable experience as far as like absolutely no one was telling us what to do. They just said, here's some money, see you at the premiere. So it's basically 30 minutes of what we think is funny, and hopefully everyone else will too.
Wow, what are you going to do after the 8 shows there?
Hopefully make 8 more, but if not, use it as a really good
That's terrific. That's terrific.
No, Lance.
Spike is actually getting, like a lot of people are talking about Spike. I'm surprised it's actually succeeding as fast as it is.
Spike TV?
Yeah, it's actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, well, they've got some, they got wrestling, which brings in the numbers. It's sort of like NASCAR. Like, I never watched NASCAR, but I hear it's very popular. They've got MXC, which is, hilarious, the dubbed Japanese game show, extreme game show. And then,
I love that show.
Yeah, that's a good show.
That's still on?
Yeah.
I haven't watched in a while.
Yeah.
You
guys haven't even seen my show, have you?
No, we can't.
Sorry,
Lance, we can't be bothered. We're big
Dude,
stars
you gotta
now.
watch it. It's funny. I'm telling you, it doesn't look like anything else on TV. It's a sketch comedy show. I'm not pitching this as BS. It is completely 100% independent made. It's really cool. It's got ninjas, samurais, prank calls, drug-induced zombie rage. It's got everything.
What'd you think of Tough Crowd?
I bet you it doesn't have teabagging.
It does not have teabagging, but it does have the Playmate of the Year. She's in it a lot. She fights the ninja at the end and bears her breath.
Right. You know what? I think we're going to give this Lance Kroll show a peek.
Lance, everybody's writing in and saying you do a pretty good Chris Walken.
Sure. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's okay.
That's
very good.
That is pretty good.
That is good.
Gotta give you that.
All right.
Do you do other impressions or no?
No.
It's actually not bad.
Lance, why don't you